Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for choosing to start the shorter week with us. I know Tuesdays can be a bit tricky. Maybe this is officially the start of your week.
It feels like it.
And we will be fine with that energy. We will give you the springboard. Welcome to it. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day with us. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be reimagining classrooms, rethinking the future. Today's show is all about innovation, about inspiration and impact.
Oh, my favorite I words.
Come on.
I love this. Listen, Samsung reveals the top 10 schools headed to the 2025 Solve the Tomorrow finals, where young minds are using STEM to tackle real-world challenges.
Oh, man, and please, they pay them the respect they deserve. These kids are literally going to change the world with what they're doing right now. Not in the future. What they are doing now is going to blow your mind. Then we're also going to catch up with a TV presenter and actress, Karishma as she celebrates the release of her brand new film, Lucky Fish. And we're going to take a look at RSG's Heartwarming Matric Dance project. We love everything about this, giving two deserving students a beautiful night to remember.
And it is about that. When you get to your matric year, yes, exams are important, but we also look forward to it, don't we? Plus, we head to Giyani, Limpopo, where Sunbake's back-to-school campaign is turning dreams into reality with the handover of a brand new classroom at Nsako Secondary School. It really is a morning of inspiration.
Oh, I love that, because these moments really do matter, and we are not alone in celebrating having you connecting with us this morning. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, hopefully get you thinking critically, and in fact get you talking right now, because it is a vitally important day today. I'm not going to reveal what it is. I'm going to let someone, hopefully the shade of her lipstick, reveal what that is. Zanele, very good morning, my special friend. How are you doing?
Morning.
Is it? Oh, it's time. Good morning. Oh, my word. I apologize. I was just like, freshening up my lipstick, if you will. Thank you very much. On World Lipstick Day. Good morning, my Cape Town family, and good morning, Zanzi. It is so good to be with you yet again on a Tuesday. You chose us, and we are so lucky. We're coming to you live from the Samsung DQX Experience Center right here at Design Quarter in Johannesburg, and we are so excited for everything that our beauties in Cape Town just mentioned. But you always know we love having fun on the social media streets as well. So let's jump out and get into World Lipstick Day on #Expresso Show, as well as on the WhatsApp line. We want to know today, on World Lipstick Day, what is that one lipstick that you absolutely love that genuinely just makes you feel bold and confident and feel like you are the person that you are? Make sure you do not miss out on this, because I feel like it only comes around once a year, okay? So let's jump into it. I'll give you mine. It is definitely red. On a red day, I feel like I am unstoppable, and I want to know what yours is. Also, make sure that you use the WhatsApp line 063-036. It is 9649 at the end, and we want to hear all about that. We got so much coming your way. We cannot wait to spend the morning with you. But for now, let's get up to date with what's happening around the world. Here's Karishma with your news headlines.
Oh, thank you, beautiful Zanele. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock on World Lipstick Day. Let's get into your national news headlines first. Now we get started here, where diesel users will be hit with a price increase of between 62 to 63 cents a litre next month, according to unaudited data from the Central Energy Fund. Now the increase, which varies by grade, will also affect illuminating paraffin, expected to rise by 29 cents a litre. Petrol users may see some relief, with the retail prices for 93 and 95 octane possibly dropping by 33 cents and 29 cents respectively. Now, final fuel price adjustments are due later this week or even early next week. In other national news, trade union Solidarity has asked FlySAF's CEO, Alma Conradi, to personally step in to help resolve a pilot strike that began last week. Now, pilots are demanding fairer shift systems and salary increases, and 10 have already resigned, citing poor working conditions. Now, Solidarity blames specific negotiators for stalling talks and wants Conradi to return the parties to the table. Now, the strike has disrupted operations, raising pressure on management to find a solution. Talks have yet to resume. In your international news making headlines, angry refugees at a Kenyan camp set a United Nations warehouse ablaze after learning the World Food Programme can no longer provide food aid to all residents. The demonstration turned violent, with clashes between protesters and police. Now, the UN says funding shortages mean supplies won't stretch to cover over 300,000 refugees from 23 countries. Previously, the US contributed over 70% of the WFP's resources. Now, global cuts have left the agency scrambling to meet even basic needs. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump has given Russia 10 to 12 days to show real progress toward peace in Ukraine or face fresh sanctions and tariffs. Speaking from Scotland, Trump criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin for the ongoing conflict and rejected the idea of more talks. Now, he said the US is ready to act if peace is not forthcoming. Ukraine welcomed his statement. Now, the Kremlin has yet to respond, but Russia's foreign ministry said on Saturday that if the West wanted real peace with Ukraine, it would stop supplying Kiev with weapons. Let's close off your first bit of news here, where Maputo National Park in southern Mozambique has officially been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a landmark moment for African conservation. Now, spanning almost 2,000 square kilometers of lush biodiversity, the park safeguards threatened species and habitats while showcasing Mozambique's commitment to protecting wild spaces. Once depleted, the park has been revitalized through a partnership with Peace Parks Foundation, resulting in the reintroduction of 5,388 animals and improved infrastructure as well as law enforcement. Now, this recognition highlights the country's conservation leadership and the global importance of Africa's ecosystems. Definitely is a feel-good triumph that celebrates nature, resilience, and community upliftment, with ripple effects for generations to come. A great feel-good way to end off your first bit of news this morning. We hope the sentiment carries across in your sports. Let's get into it with Graham.
Well, Karishma, I'll tell you one thing. Peter Kutsia is doing his best to follow through on that demand. He qualified third fastest for the 100-meter backstroke final at the World Aquatics Championships in Singapore, clocking 52 seconds, 0.29 in the semi-finals. That was after his 52.8 in the heats. So the 21-year-old, who's, of course, set an African record of 51.99 seconds last week, remains a strong medal hope, so certainly wishing him well. Then Rebecca Murder, Matt Sates and Catherine van Rensburg also featured in yesterday's heats, with more South African swimmers in action today. Now let's get back out onto the road as Dutch cycling legend Marianne Vos. She grabbed the yellow jersey at the Tour de France Femmes after finishing second in Stage 3's action behind Lorena Wiebes yesterday. So Vos leads overall by 6 seconds following a flat 163.5 kilometre ride to Angers. A crash involving pre-stage favourite Demi Vollering disrupting that finale, but of course the yellow jersey holder stays in contention, sitting 5th in the standings, and I think she will make a strong comeback today. Now let's get onto tennis, and not the best news to report on, as Naomi Osaka has now split with coach Patrick Mouratoglou after less than a year together. The four-time Grand Slam champion thanked him for the experience on social media. Osaka has been working to regain her top form since returning to the tour in 2024, with early exits of both Roland Garros and Wimbledon, leaving her ranked now 49th in the world, and that's certainly not where she should be. Now, let's get back to cricket, and a blast of note from the past. AB de Villiers is lighting up the World Championship of Legends, scoring 3 incredible knocks in a row, including back-to-back centuries against England and Australia, just to rub it in. So he smashed 123 off 46 balls in Leeds, and then followed with a 63 off just 30 versus India, with some vintage AB stroke play and some unreal hitting. I think he kind of is one of a kind. AB is reminding fans exactly why he is the living legend that he is. So cool to be able to see him back in action on this level. So that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines in about an hour or so. Let's kickstart our weather report for the day with some important environmental news. So let's dive right in with that news, and coming to us fresh this morning is that Africa's urgent water crisis is now taking centre stage at the African Union Water Investment Summit 2025 here in Cape Town next month. We love the sound of this. Backed by South Africa's G20 presidency, the event aims to turn political promises into tangible investment, addressing the continent's staggering $30 billion annual water funding shortfall. Can you believe? So leaders, investors and development partners are all expected to attend. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has now issued a fire danger alert for the Swellendam and Hesqua municipalities, with temperatures in the Western Cape, as you will feel outside right now, hovering in the mid-20s today. A bit of a strange turn in weather, but it comes with that massive massive weather warning, so please be vigilant out there. Now let's temper that view with a different one. This one is absolutely beautiful, coming from Sushila down in Durbs, where it's kind of always 22 degrees Celsius. That's how she is waking up this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. We want to get your perspective, and maybe we'll share it with the land. 063-036-9649. That's the number to use. If you want to send us a beautiful picture, maybe even a video of how you wake up, we'd love to see it. And as we say, we might share it with the world. But of course, the world is waking up right now, and we want to embrace those temperatures. Bit of a shift across the land today, so I think you want to take special note. Let's see how the temperatures are looking across the land.
Oh, Feel Good fam, let me tell you a little fact, all right? Lipstick has always been a symbol of power, confidence, and also self-expression. And this has been going for over 50 centuries. And today, seeing that it's World Lipstick Day, National Lipstick Day, we know that we are no different. Whether you're going for something sheer or something super bold, it is all about telling your story through different applications. And today, I've got many different options in front of me. You can tell that I went for quite a neutral lip gloss for now, because we're stepping it up, baby, and going into something so beautiful to make sure that I feel my best self and also my most bold self. So we've got a couple of options, from Estee Lauder to Stila, some Bobbi Brown, from red all the way through to our neutrals. And then, of course, we've got options with Maybelline. Now, that one, that is the vinyl lipstick. It is a liquid lipstick and lasts up to 16 hours throughout the day. So if you're trying to go hard, you can go hard. And then, of course, we also have the beautiful lustrous, super lustrous option from L'Oreal. We've got Revlon and W Beauty. I mean, my choices are ample. Which one am I going to go for? I almost feel like you already know. I absolutely love a bold red lip, just like my girl Zanele. So I think Stila, and it's called Fiery, is definitely my option of the day. Now, this is a liquid lipstick, and it's an all-day liquid lipstick. So let's see how long it lasts. All we have to do is apply some. Make sure that you don't talk at the same time, you know. Get the edges going. And then you have, in no time, a fiery red lip, just as God had intended. So whether you're channeling ancient queens or even modern icons, one thing definitely remains, and that is the timelessness of a power of a perfect pout. So happy Lipstick Day. We hope that you step on out looking and feeling your best self. And a reminder to shop your favorite lipstick brand at Woolworths Beauty, and you can get up to 40% off. Of course, T's and C's apply.
And I will also add to that some other amazing deals to check out at Woolies. And believe it or not, being able to do your lipstick on live TV in front of millions is part of the job description on the show. Absolutely nailed it, Karishma. Now, of course, let's open up that circle of care. We absolutely love having expert panels in to talk about something this important. Cancer awareness. We're talking specifically about liver cancer awareness. And when I say our circle of care has gotten bigger, we have brought in some unbelievable experts to help us delve a little deeper into the causes and and what we can do about it, where that baseline is right now. Then we're going to introduce you to an inspirational young chef, Lucky Mashudu, of course, one of the contestants from the Taste Master Season 6, who kind of stole the show just a little bit. A beautiful take on local cuisine with unbelievable creativity, and we get to plug into that creativity after this. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. As I said, as we broaden the circle of care this morning, as World Hepatitis Day passes, our focus now shifts to a devastating consequence, liver cancer, especially hepatocellular carcinoma. And I probably said that completely wrong, but luckily we've got the experts to be able to address it. Now, across Africa, HCC is a top cancer killer, accounting for more than 8 per 100,000 men and 4 per 100,000 women. And you add that up, it is devastating, with survival often under 6 months from diagnosis. Now, in South Africa, many present with large tumors and survive only weeks, particularly in rural areas that are underserved. Men are diagnosed up to 6 times more often than women, which is alarming in and of itself, frequently in their 40s or 50s, roughly 20 years younger than patients in Europe or North America. I feel like we need 5 minutes of silence just to process that. Well, today we are joined by Heidi van der Merwe, Professor Edward Jonas, and Dr. Sanju Sobnak to explore the causes, the treatments, and the critical role of advocacy in changing this reality. I gave us about 20 jumping off points there, so I'm so sorry, but what a wonderful way to address this from a very, very close connection. So Heidi, I'm going to start with you. And thank you for being open and vulnerable in this space to share your story. Am I right? You have been living beyond cancer for 23 years.
That's true.
I'm sure that day, and I don't know what you would call it in your own journey, that diagnosis day, that D-Day, that day where I would imagine things shifted dramatically. Can you remember what that experience was like? Do you often go back to that?
Yes, I actually do. I said to Dr. Sopnach the other day, it was a death sentence.
Wow.
That's it. And at that stage, what made it worse for me was my boy was 3 days old when they said that to me. And I was just thinking, I won't see him walking, nothing. At that stage, 6 months was a death sentence. And I remember getting people trying to say to me, oh, you'll be fine. And no, this is just bad for me. And yes, so the first month or two was very bad. I'm dying according to me. And then I had an op in Cape Town. And at that stage, we were also moving to the Free State. Everything was just weird.
Life was happening on a
life was happening
level. Yeah.
Beside me, but I was dying. And then I had the op, and it was very successful because it was early diagnosis. The only symptom I had was the itchy skin. And here I am today, thanks to early diagnosis, and that's why it's so important.
And why you are here, and why this needs to be spread. Prof, maybe I can ask an oversimplified question. Why? Why is it a case of we're just not getting the diagnosis because people are living in rural areas that are underserved? Is it as simple as that? Why, in particularly the case of women, is that section so underserved? And how do we address that, do you think? What is the starting point?
Yeah, so we face some very unique problems in sub-Saharan Africa. So if you look worldwide, it's the 6th most common cancer form, but it accounts for the 4th most common cause of a cancer-related death. So it's aggressive cancer. If you come to sub-Saharan Africa, and we partly sub-Saharan African, it's the 4th most in females and the 3rd most common cancer in males, and accounts for, in males, the most common cause of a cancer-related death, and in female, 2nd. So it's a very aggressive tumor. There are some differences seems to be in what causes it. If you go to high-income countries, it's usually related to cirrhosis caused by alcohol overconsumption or the metabolic syndrome, where in Africa it's really driven by hepatitis B. More than 50% of patients.
This is like a socio-economic study as much as a medical study. That is crazy.
And then the other problem is that the patients usually present very late. More than 90% will present beyond cure. And even if care is available, it's very limited in many countries. And you just can't get the treatment that you need.
So then research, do we need to figure out different ways of being able to diagnose earlier? If something is already hitting this hard, it's got the socio-economic backing to make it that much more difficult. Is that the key? Where do you see, as someone who lives on that battle line every day?
So Graham, thanks for having us on the show.
Absolutely.
This is really wonderful. I mean, an important topic, a real killer amongst young people. I think for us, we are both university surgeons. One of our jobs is to take on difficult cases. But then the other part of the job is to ask why in every patient we see, in every disease we see, right? And the way we do this is we spend time in the clinic. So we look at patients and we see how they behave. Why do some patients survive 5 years, why 15? And why do we have long-term survivors more than 20 years? There must be a secret to this.
There has to be, yeah.
We also have a basic sciences lab. The fancy word is what you see in movies, people with white coats and fancy machines. And what we do really then is dissect these tumors under the microscope. We want to see what these tumors are made of. We want to see how each individual cell behaves under the microscope and behaves with various treatments. We also have something we call translational. What that means is we take whatever's in the lab and we translate it into the clinic. For example, if I had to look at Heidi's case, I would go back to Heidi's tumor sample 23 years ago. I would look at it under a special microscope and I'd say, Heidi, This is why you have survived so long and you're such a champion. And the question we ask ourselves every day is, how do we replicate this in the other patients? Do we make a vaccine for them so they can stimulate the same cells that Heidi has to eat up the cancer? Okay. Do we look at Heidi's receptors and say, look, this is an easy receptor to target. Actually, what we should be giving Heidi is a breast cancer drug rather than a liver cancer drug. So it's really dissecting the finer detail.
And that's a wonderful thing to be at the point of that level of nuance in something that feels like, I would imagine, it's such a gateway of yes or no, live or die. People need to understand that there are options, that we are actually at that point where we are discovering new options with every case, which is a beautiful thing. I think there is an underlying energy within a conversation like this that always hits home. And I use the word purpose, seems to emerge, and that seems to often be the deciding factor. You've linked into your purpose to help as many people as possible, and it seems to be making waves now. And I think it's a great way to kind of spread the understanding of. But talk me through, if you can, Heidi, her One Life, One Liver motorcycle expedition. Why was it so important for you to turn something that must have felt like a subjection into something really proactive?
Yeah, so I had, after my son, I had 2 daughters as well, twin, and they were last year in matric. And I've always think I must use this second chance on life. And then last year I was actually sitting, and Sanju also phoned me, and we were talking about my second chance that I had. And I said to him, you know what, I think I want to ride my motorcycle and I want to explore the world. And he said, well, let's combine it and do advocacy in Africa for liver cancer. And that's how it started. And I'm taking off the end of August, solo on my motorcycle, and my dog Harley is also going with me. And we are going to do as much as we can for awareness, number one. And number 2 is also for people that was diagnosed to take their medication. That's another problem. People doesn't always keep taking the medication for hepatitis as they should. So that can also make a huge difference, I think. And yes, just let the people know the symptoms and make them aware, and try and get funding for Sanju and the team to do more research and to just have the funds, because funding for research is a big problem.
There's not a lot to go around, and a lot is needed.
It's a lot needed, yeah.
Oh, well, bless you for doing this. Thank you so much for keeping that energy in this space as well. I think what seemed on the surface to be a very hopeless kind of space and a helpless kind of space is revealing a lot more happening than I think we are willing to back. And I think that's the bottom line here. You've got to be proactive in these spaces, whether you're coming from within the medical fraternity or without. There is knowledge and information that needs to be spread. Vital that we make sure people understand that early detection is key in this space and that there are treatment options available. And it's wonderful to know that there is, as I said, a circle of care that is expanding around the space. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really, really do.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
What a beautiful conversation leading us into yet another wonderful one. Today, we're joined by a man whose passion for pastry extends far beyond the kitchen. A proud contestant from season 6 of the Tastemaster SA. We've got Lucky Mushudu Masinia, a patisserie lecturer from Johannesburg. Those streets of gold are lined beautifully with dessert creations made by him. They're as artistic as they are indulgent, all crafted with a dream of global culinary greatness. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for sharing this space with us. Get comfortable. Listen, I'm very curious about your passion for patisserie. I just like saying that, right? It just falls up the tongue so beautifully. But Lucky, where did it begin, and what was that first little taste of sweetness for you in this life?
I think the part bit me when I used to stay at the children's home, because we used to do like mass cooking, mass production. And those ladies that used to cook for us, so they used to train us how to cook. Then when I went into high school, at the Queen's High School, so we also had to choose between fashion and fabrics and cooking. But I was just so frustrated by getting the thread through the needle. I was like, this is not going to work
not for me.
I think food is the way to go. And I'm a firm believer. I'm not talking down on chefs at all, but I believe everyone can cook for themselves to survive, but not everyone can bake. And that's where it came in. And there's a really huge scarcity when it comes to the patisserie skill.
I mean, I would agree. Baking is a science. I will leave it up to the professionals. I've had many a flops in the kitchen. But you are also a lecturer of patisserie, which is such an interesting, I would say, even niche space to be working in. So how did you even get into this, and what does a day-to-day even look like for you?
So one of the things that I really love as well is to work with people. And I'm a firm believer of that if there's one thing that will bring people of different walks together, it's food. People always need to eat. So I believe that it's an industry that will never die. And for me to pass on the skill is something that I really love, working with young people, upskilling them, because there's kids that can succeed when it's academics, but when it comes to the sports field, they're not that good. But then there's vice versa. They're very good in the sports field, but 100%. Not academically inclined. So that's where we come in as Capsicum Culinary Studio.
Oh my gosh, and then what does a day-to-day look like for you? You get to the office, you get to the lecture hall. Does it start the night before? Are you prepping things?
So I've got an opportunity to head up the patisserie department at the Rosebank campus in Capsicum. So my day-to-day, we cook every day, Monday to Thursday, because we believe that it's really good to know about the creme brulee, but it's a different ball game if you can make the creme brulee.
Talk about it.
So I cook every day with my students, and we do at least 5 dishes to 6 dishes a day, which is something amazing because I love what I do. So every day we prep a day before, which is what we call a mise en place. So we prep a day before, then we come in and we finish the dishes, because in pastry there's something that needs to set, needs to go in the freezer, and you need to finish them the following day.
Oh my goodness, well, I'm excited about today because yes, you will be getting into the kitchen, but you're used to that space in front of the TV because of course you entered Tastemasters season 6. Tell me a bit more about this journey. What made you think, okay, I can do this?
It was a really huge step for me. Honestly, I was just like trying it out. I was like, you know what, let me just try something different. Let me just stretch my creativity tent a bit. Because before I wanted to go on Tastemaster, I wanted, not on Tastemaster, before I wanted to pursue a career in cooking, I wanted to be a radio host. So I wanted to go into radio.
My radio bay, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, Tastemaster SA can be something to stretch my creativity tent. Let me just try it out. And I entered and I got a call, hey, you've been shortlisted. I was like, no ways. And being on Tastemaster, it was very different. The pressure was pressuring,
I can imagine.
I should say. And, you know, being on national television, everyone watching you, everyone backing you back from home, it's just something on another level. But it literally, like, I grew a lot.
And that's what you want from a competition. Regardless of the outcome, you want to be able to stretch your creativity tent. I love that. I'm going to steal it and use it going forward. Lucky, tell me, what has been the highlight of your experience on Tastemaster?
So I've always been trained to cook in a professional kitchen, and one of the challenges in the semi-finals, we had to create a fine dining experience, a 3-course meal, a starter main and dessert, but we had to do this on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you see that.
And you think you can braai until you get to this moment.
I can only braai boerewors, you know. So that literally stretched me. I had to think out of the box. I had to find ways to work that through, and honestly I thought I was gonna go home on that challenge. And when they were announcing it, they were like, Lucky, you got the plate of the day.
Oh
you
my
flew to
goodness.
the finals. That was a life-changing moment. It was so indescribable. Yeah, I can actually feel my heart beating now.
As if you're right there in the moment. Lucky, thank you for sharing the spaces as this morning, the kitchen with us this morning. And also, I hope that you are listening to somebody, or somebody at least is listening right now going, I want to be in your position one day, and I want to enter the next season. Please go ahead and do this. And don't forget to tune into Tastemaster SA. It happens every Tuesday evening at 7:30, only on SABC2. Of course, you can catch those repeats on Wednesday, as well as on Sundays at both 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. But without talking too much, let's have a look at what's to come.
Don't miss the grand finale of the Tastemaster SA this Tuesday evening at 7:30 as the final two contestants go head-to-head for the title.
The pressure is definitely on.
It's definitely not for the faint-hearted.
I'm so fired up. Let's bring it on.
Find out who will be crowned the Tastemaster SA Tuesday evening at 7:30, repeat Wednesday at 1 and Sunday at 4 p.m. only on SABC2. Clover, made with love. All right, so now we know we've got the goods and we need to watch tonight. Cannot wait for the Tastemaster journey to continue there, but it continues here in our studio as well. Why? Because we're going to try our hand at Lucky's beautiful cookies and cream take on a chocolate cake. Yes, if you're looking for some cake design inspiration, maybe something to push the boat out, this is exactly that. Then I think a lot of people just feeling the sting of winter right now. It's time to boost the immunity, and luckily we've got a little someone in our corner helping us do exactly that. After the break, we'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
When it comes to winter wellness, a strong immune system and the right symptom relief can make all of the difference. Today, we are continuing our chats with Robin Brockman, who is the Consumer Insights Manager at Adcock Ingram OTC. And we're going to be taking a deep dive into how their over-the-counter essentials can help you and your family survive this winter. Robin, how are you this morning?
Good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm so good, and thank you so much for joining us. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of winter, I immediately think, oh no, I'm going to be down and out for the first week because I have a cold. What causes that? Is it the environmental factors? Is it the change in temperature? What is it?
Well, it's a bit of both. When it's cold, we huddle up, we close all the windows, keep the doors closed, breathe in all the same germs, which is the perfect breeding ground for bugs and viruses, as well as our noses get all dry as well, which it just doesn't work well.
Now, I know that symptoms vary from people to people, but I think one of the common ones is a sore throat, and that can really hold you back. I mean, especially for me, my job is speaking, which means if my throat is out, I'm out. I know Medicil is one of the best lozenges that we can use for that. Can you tell us more about that and how it's so helpful?
Well, a lot of people don't realize that there's many reasons why you could get a sore throat. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, talking too much, screaming, whatever it is, you can strain your throat. And Medicil is South Africa's #1 OTC lozenge for a reason. It's antifungal, it helps with bacteria, and it's analgesic, so it soothes the pain while still fighting that bacteria at the same time.
Oh, sounds like the perfect combination of what you need. Now, moving on from the sore throat to a cough, we would be amiss if we didn't speak about that. Now, Expresso cough serum is one of the best things on the market at the moment that we can use. What about it makes it so ideal to soothe a cough? And what kind of cough are we talking about soothing?
Okay, so when you get sick, generally it's like a wet cough, right? And when you have a wet cough, it sometimes feels like something's stuck in your chest, like you just can't get it up, or in the back of your throat. That's when you need an expectorant. An expectorant basically helps you cough up the mucus, which gets it out. And it's safe for kids from 3 years old, so it's something parents can keep at home and give their kids when they're on holiday and you don't know what to use. A little bit of a cough works well.
That is absolutely incredible. And I love that it's available to kids as well, because I think parents oftentimes struggle to find a product that they can use that is safe for their babies as well as themselves. And now, pain and fever. We feel it. Some of our joints feel sore as we move around. Do you have anything available on market that you would suggest for people with those symptoms?
Absolutely. Adconapamol, it's paracetamol. We all know what paracetamol is. Pain and fever, it's been around forever. And you can get it in the front shop or in the OTC. And there's tablets for adults and syrup for kids from up to 3 months old. So it sorts out all your pain and fever needs, especially when you have cold and flu.
Oh, now, I'm not too knowledgeable on cold and flu, so I'm aware that there are probably other symptoms that I haven't touched up on. But what other symptoms do you think people can experience during the winter season, and what potential products could they use to get better?
Well, when you're sick, generally what happens is you get a stuffy nose, congestion, and a bit of a headache, sore throat, things like that. Corenza Paracy is great for that. It has a decongestant in it, so it unblocks your nose so you can breathe better. It's got vitamin C to support your immune system, and some paracetamol for pain and fever. So it's a 3-in-1 that works really well. There's also a 5-in-1 solution that you can get from your pharmacist, which is also an effervescent that helps fight colds and flu symptoms as well.
That is incredible, and I hate to say it, but it also tastes good. For me, that matters. I know I'm big and grown and I shouldn't care about something that tastes good, but it tastes good and it helps you.
Exactly.
Whether you are struggling with the sore throats, the flu, or winter fatigue, Adcock Ingram OTC has you covered. Ask your pharmacist about their winter survival pack, your go-to for coughs, congestions, or any related symptoms. And for more tips, visit beprepared365.co.za. And don't forget that you stand a chance of winning 2,000 Rand cash. All you have to do is answer the Expresso competition question, which is, how has beprepared365.co.za helped you and your family survive this winter? T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com.
Great conversation leading us into the kitchen. All roads lead to something good. Now, earlier we got to know Lucky Mashudu Masinia and heard all about his journey from patisserie lecturer to Tastemaster SA contestant. And now he's stepping into the kitchen to share one of his favorite indulgences. Now, this one, oh, it's so good. A cookies and cream chocolate cake that's sure to win hearts and also taste buds alike. Lucky, I just know this is going to taste like a winning meal. So what exactly are we getting into today?
So we have our chocolate sponges ready.
Okay.
We've got our caramel ganache ready.
Oh, that's what that is.
Caramel ganache, yes. And we've got our chocolate ganache. So this we're going to use to decorate, and obviously our butter icing. So we're just going to go through the steps together. We're going to layer this cake together. We're going to make it beautiful, make it look inviting. Because remember, food needs to be easy and approachable to the eye at all times.
We eat with our eyes first.
Yeah. So first things first, you need to cut your sponge. So I like cutting my sponge at the top because I'm going to put some caramel ganache. So some people will put a simple sugar syrup, but I like putting caramel ganache because the caramel ganache actually helps the cake become moist and not
So it does absorb into the cake?
It does. So it helps the sponge the cake become moist and not so dry.
Because chocolate cake, it's very risky. Sometimes they are quite dry. So what do you do with the tops? You just leave it off?
Yeah, with the tops, you can just utilize them, not to waste. You can make what we call cake pops.
Oh,
so you can add some, so you can add a bit of butter icing in there and make some cake pops.
Very cute. The kids would love that.
So I layer my cake differently.
Okay, let's try.
No problem.
I was
watching
watching you.
Cut that?
Okay, so just like where that's cutting there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we just go across.
There you
Okay,
go. There you go. You're letting the knife do the work. That is perfect.
The knife and me did the work, and that is perfect. You heard him from the lecturer himself. Thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
I think you're ready to enroll in one of our pastry courses at Capsicum Culinary Studio.
Yeah, somebody's doing it for me in the background there. Please get my details right.
Cool. So you layer your cake nicely. Make sure that it's cut. We bring that back there. Then you're gonna add your sponge again like that.
Ooh. Now, you know I'm getting married soon, and I just feel like after this I could, thank you, make my own wedding cake.
Oh.
What would be your favorite flavor? Would you suggest something this indulgent?
So I'm a bit extravagant.
Oh, I like this. Tell me more.
So I wouldn't really make like a rustic cake like this. So I'd go for like a croquembouche. So a croquembouche is a French traditional wedding cake.
I've seen the one with the
profiteroles, the spun sugar.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that will set your wedding apart. I'll speak about it for years.
Well.
Cool. So when you're done layering your sponges, you always need to check that it's nice and straight. Presentation is key. Then we'll start with our butter icing. So you start icing from the bottom, nicely like that.
Beautiful. And the smell of this alone is so good. Oh, well, just a reminder, Feel Good fam, that while Lucky is putting everything on the cake, all that buttercream goodness on your screen right now, there is a QR code. If you're wondering what that is, go to your phone, open your camera, scan it over the screen, and it will take you to our recipes tab on expressoshow.com so that you too can cook along with us, bake along with us, and make sure that you get the chocolate cake of all dreams. All right, so I almost say ganache. What is this, the buttercream?
Buttercream, yeah. So the buttercream, I like making mine with the ratio of 1:1. So it's equal amounts of butter, equal amount of icing sugar, and I like adding a bit of lemon juice just to counterbalance the taste.
That's lovely.
So that it's not too sweet. So we're just gonna add this nicely across.
Ooh. See, I would ask you if I could do that, but it looks very technical.
It's a bit intricate.
It's
yes.
a bit intricate, hey? And are we covering the whole outside with that?
Yes, so we're gonna just cover it nice and lightly, then we're gonna drip it with our chocolate ganache.
I can't wait for that moment. Last week we had a Matilda cake happening on camera, and it was just so indulgent with the ganache. Ooh. Oh, that's how you do it. I've seen these cakes. Cute. Okay, and then I've got the Oreos covered here, and these will go on the top. That's my job, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So the Oreos, we're gonna use it for the top just to garnish it nicely. So we just
So it's like chocolate on chocolate, cookies and cream. So cookies and buttercream, technically. Oh, I love this. Okay, Lucky's going to continue doing this right now. I'm going to just take notes with my eyes, try to sneak a piece here and there. But don't forget to, of course, catch him on Taste Master SA Season 6. It is the grand finale happening tonight on a Tuesday at 7:30 on SABC2. Make sure that you get it to see, oh my goodness, is this a wedding cake or not? We'll find out together really soon. Nice.
Oh, wow. I am so excited for what is going to be a grand finale of note. And Mzansi, you got to make sure you tune in, okay? We have been on this journey together up until we're about to find out who takes it all. However, in terms of all that's coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show, I can tell you this much. You got to make sure you stick around. Now, why? Let me give you a few reasons, Nep. So there's young people in this country that are truly leading the future, okay? They are telling us in what direction we are going. So there's top 10 schools that are 100% doing exactly that when we talk about STEM in South Africa. And we're going to be learning about who exactly it is with our incredible Samsung family. So that's first and foremost. Then a little bit later on, we're going to be jumping on into a huge celebration of the beautiful Cici, whose album is out, Musisiwe 2.0. My friend, platinum award-winning, platinum selling, all of it. She's just an absolute queen. And one of my favorite things is the fact that she's also here to 100% perform for you. So do not go anywhere. It's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We'll see you after this.
This winter, staying healthy is just a click away with BePrepared365.co.za, your go-to platform for trusted medical advice and helpful health tips. While taking charge of your wellness, ask your pharmacist about the Adcock Ingram OTC Winter Survival Pack, including Corenza Parac, Medikil, Exvigen, and Adco Napamol. Stand a chance of winning weekly cash prizes by replying to the competition question on Expresso's social media pages with hashtag Adcock OTC Winter. T's and C's apply.
The top 10 finalists for the Solve for Tomorrow competition have been selected. And there you have it, our top 10 finalists for the 2025 Solve for Tomorrow competition.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're right here on Expresso, where we're all about you feeling good, and we're all about our youth 100% feeling absolutely confident about what it is they bring to the future. Because, my friend, today we get to celebrate with our Samsung family with the Solve for Tomorrow finals literally being right here. And we get to find out who are those top 10 schools that are going through to it. But then those humans are the ones who are 100% leading STEM in this country. And I'm so excited because we know how important that is for so many jobs and for so much in terms of advancement. So who does the future belong to? It belongs to those who are able to imagine it, those who are able to 100% build it, and more than anything else, those who can 100% say that they are solving for tomorrow. So here to help us out in terms of understanding what exactly Solve for Tomorrow is all about and what we can expect in the finals, ladies and gents, boys and girls, please will you help me welcome none other than our Samsung family, Lefa Mahato, as well as Malcolm Darwin, who are in the building to help us just really get to the crux of this. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Family, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you. You guys are in such good spirits.
Yes, we
It's
are.
the finals,
Of
ne?
course.
Yes. Liva, I want to start with you because, of course, like I can say, I can tell the excitement from your guys' faces
course.
and just your aura. But let's jump into, what is the news exactly that you have to share with us today?
Oh yes, Zanella, we have some really exciting news to share with you today. At the beginning of the year, we came in studio and we announced the official opening of the Solve for Tomorrow competition.
Yes.
From that, we selected top 20 schools to progress to the next phase, where they went through the design thinking workshop. And the expectation was that they needed to produce a detailed research of their solution and a paper prototype. So today we are officially announcing the top 10 schools that will be progressing to the final phase of the competition, where obviously we'll give them resources and some funding for them to purchase material and develop a physical prototype that they will be presenting to the judges at the finals in October. So we're really, really excited to also see who are in the top 10.
Yes. This is so great. I'm so excited for us to actually get to that because, of course, we're announcing here on Expresso today. But with all of this excitement, I mean, you mentioned judges. We have one sitting right here. Mr. Darwin, are you related to Charles Darwin?
Hey, I wish.
Just claim it. Just claim it. You're already in the science field. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Malcolm, I feel like it's so exciting, the fact that you get to be a part of just like choosing these really incredible winners. Let's get to the crux of it, though, in terms of just the process of it. Talk to us about what exactly it is that you really wanted to achieve by being one of the volunteer judges and being part of this whole process.
So for me, this is my second time being a judge. I absolutely love the competition and I love what it stands for. But more than that, I believe that we have so many talented kids in South Africa with such great ideas, but they never get to be heard because of access. And access is a big thing in South Africa. So what this competition, this Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition does, it allows the kids or affords them the opportunity to not only showcase the ideas, but also gives them the resources, the access to make their idea a huge success. I love that.
Beautiful,
I really
yeah.
love that. But more than that, I also believe that we have really smart kids in South Africa.
Facts.
We really do. And these kids need to be heard. They need to be seen. The ideas need to be heard.
Yeah.
Because somewhere there's a gem that will change our lives, change
That's
the
so
lives and the
true.
trajectory of South Africa. So I love being a judge, then that's why I'm doing it for a second time.
I love that. And as a judge, talk to us about what exactly it is that you're looking for when it comes to the winners.
So we're looking for people with, the kids must have creativity. They must have stuck to the theme, that we wanted them to present on. We're looking for really unique ideas, but also ideas that are already there, but maybe they've enhanced it or showed something different.
Yeah.
We're looking for those gems, those kids that really showed us that this is something that we think is feasible, that they think is correct, and that they can potentially, put forward into the market.
Beautiful. I love it. I love how it's making everything so tangible and making their dreams come to life. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Oh, man. And obviously, Lifa, I mean, as Samsung, you guys really are just saying we're here to help you out with that.
Correct.
And before we get to the official announcement, do you have any last words just to our amazing top 10 schools that are going to be going through to the finals?
Definitely. We would like to congratulate them on their advancement. We are extremely, extremely proud of how far they've come and the level of innovation that we've seen in their entries. So, one of our learners once said that in the arena of competition, there are no losers, there are no winners, but only learners.
Love that.
And for everyone who was part of Solve for Tomorrow, we would like to say congratulations for just being part of this great initiative.
That's incredible. Oh, guys, well done for really, I think, just empowering the youth. And well done to even you, Mr. Judge, because you're also helping empower them just by allowing your knowledge to be part of this whole process. So, guys, are you ready for this?
Yes. We've been waiting.
Oh, Zanti, you can feel the excitement. It is all happening, all in the name of really saying to our young kids, we believe in them. And here, my friend, are your top 10 schools that are heading on into the finals of the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition.
The top 10 finalists for the Solve for Tomorrow competition have been selected. And there you have it, our top 10 finalists for the 2025 Solve for Tomorrow competition.
Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to the schools, and we cannot wait to see what it is that you do, because this is when it gets real.
Yes.
Yes.
They have to build something
Exactly. So before it was like, I'm just imagining. It's like we're doing it.
The physical thing.
That's
The real
incredible.
thing. Yes.
Oh, well, guys, thank you so much, and congratulations yet again. I think that, being on this huge process, being on this huge journey, you guys are leading it and helping the leaders of tomorrow just have that empowerment, like I said. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, Mzansi, this is what we say. The future belongs to those who imagine it, those who think it, and those who are able to build it. And we're going to be seeing our top 10 schools go on into those finals and build the prototypes of those ideas that they had. And we said to you that it is the young people that are leading STEM in South Africa. And I promise you, it is competitions like the Solve for Tomorrow competition by Samsung that shows us that the future is safe, okay? Yes, we have problems, but the kids, they have the solutions, okay? All of it is going to be happening, and we are so excited that we get to follow that journey as their Expresso family. So you got to make sure that you also do so by just making sure that you follow at Samsung SA, and you can keep up to date with the hashtag Solve for Tomorrow channels. I cannot wait to see what it is they do. For now, though, you got to make sure you stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Okay, I know Zanella is one of the most excited people on the planet, and she's just lovely, and especially when it comes to giving young people that platform, I'm going to try and be even more excited. Why? Because there is an opportunity today. Mzansi, get ready. Powerball has rolled over to a massive 100 million rand guaranteed in the jackpot this Tuesday. That is insane. So please make sure you get on board. You're going to get your tickets today in any way you can. You can go in-store when they're open. You can go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking platform, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. So simple. We'll keep all of those deets up on our social pages so you can ponder, push a play Powerball for a guaranteed 100 million rand in the jackpot. So no news like that deserves the most spectacular chocolate cake that I've ever seen. Are we finished in the kitchen, gang?
Oh, we are almost done. We're getting there. Like he says, this is a technique called dripping, and we're just adding those finishing touches off of our beautiful cake. Is this considered a bento cake? Is it small enough?
I wouldn't really say bento cake, because this is like an 8-inch cake. So something that's 5-inch below, that will be
a bento cake.
A bento cake.
Okay,
yes.
well, it's lovely. Definitely enough for both me and Lucky. We're going to split it down the middle. Maybe leave Graham a little bit to taste, all right? And just a little bit. It is still National Lipstick Day. As you can see, I'm rocking my fiery red. And we find out from a very, very beautiful and special individual, Karishma, what her favorite lipstick is. I can't wait to get into that as we finish up this cake. I want to put a cookie on.
Please.
So at least I can say that I helped. Ta-da! Lucky, this looks fantastic. We'll continue doing this. Remember, you can get that recipe on expressoshow.com. We'll see you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Tuesday morning. The first hour is all wrapped up. We've still got 2 more coming your way. So let's get 7 o'clock started with your national news headlines, where Justice Minister Mbisile Madlanga confirmed that the commission investigating high-level corruption in the police and justice system has officially begun its work. Now, speaking in Sandton, he revealed KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkonanzi will be the first to testify, after earlier accusing the police minister of interference. Now, advocates Cici and Sandile Khumalo are assisting on the panel, with advocate Terry Matau leading evidence and Dr. Peter Goss heading investigations. Hearings will take place in Gauteng once preparations are finalized. In other national news, diesel users will be hit with a price increase of between 62 and 63 cents a litre next month, according to unaudited data from the Central Energy Fund. Now, the increase, which varies by grade, will also affect illuminating paraffin, expected to rise by 29 cents a litre. Petrol users may see some relief, with retail prices for 93 and 95 octane possibly dropping by 33 cents and 29 cents respectively. Final fuel price adjustments are due later this week or early next week. Now, let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where US President Donald Trump has urged increased humanitarian access to Gaza, saying too many people are starving. Now, speaking from Scotland, he contradicted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who claimed there was no starvation. Now, Trump said the U.S. will help set up food centers without boundaries to ease aid distribution and pledged to work with international partners. Now, Gaza health officials report a 2-year war death toll nearing 60,000, while a growing number of people are dying from starvation and malnutrition. Images of starving children have sparked worldwide outrage. Meanwhile, angry refugees at a Kenyan camp set a United Nations warehouse ablaze after learning the World Food Programme can no longer provide food aid to all residents. Now, the demonstration turned violent with clashes between protesters and police. The UN says funding shortages mean supplies won't stretch to cover over 300,000 refugees from 23 countries. Previously, the US contributed over 70% of the WFP's resources. Now, global cuts have left the agency scrambling to meet even basic needs. And closing off your 7 o'clock news here, where Maputo National Park in southern Mozambique has officially been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a landmark moment for African conservation. Now spanning almost 2,000 square kilometers of lush biodiversity, the park safeguards threatened species and habitats while showcasing Mozambique's commitment to protecting wild spaces. And once depleted, the park has been revitalized through a partnership with Peace Parks Foundation, resulting in the reintroduction of 5,388 animals and improved infrastructure and law enforcement. This recognition highlights the country's conservation leadership and the global importance of Africa's ecosystems. That's a feel-good triumph that celebrates nature, resilience, and community upliftment with ripple effects for generations to come. Definitely taking a note from Mozambique's book there, and congratulations to them once again. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into some sporting highlights with Graham.
Thank you so much, Karishma. Let's start with swimming and keep the feel-good pumping with Peter Coetzee. He qualified third fastest for the 100-meter backstroke final at the World Aquatics Championships in Singapore yesterday, clocking 52.29 seconds in the semi-finals. That was after a 52.8 in the heats. The 21-year-old, who of course also set an African record of 51.99 last week, remains a strong medal hope, so good luck there. Then Rebecca Murder, Matt Sates and Catherine van Rensburg also featuring in yesterday's heats, with more South African swimmers in action today. All the best of luck. Now let's get into some cycling. A Dutch cycling legend, Marianne Vos, she grabbed the yellow jersey at the Tour de France Femmes. That was after finishing second in stage 3 behind Lorena Vives. So Vos, she leads overall by 6 seconds now, following a flat 163.5 kilometer ride to Angers. And a crash involving pre-stage favourite Demi Follering disrupted that finale, but she stays in contention, now sitting 5th in the standings, as you can see there. Now, way out of her berth in the standings, let's turn to tennis and Naomi Osaka. She is now split with coach Patrick Mouratoglou. That was after less than a year together. The 4-time Grand Slam champion thanked him for the experience on social media. But Osaka has been working to regain her top form and rankings since returning to the tour in 24, with early exits at both Roland Garros and Wimbledon, now leaving her ranked 49th in the world. Definitely not where the powerhouse should be. Now, let's turn to cricket and someone who is back definitely where he should be. AB de Villiers is lighting up the Cricketing World Championship of Legends, scoring 3 incredible knocks in a row, including back-to-back centuries against England and Australia. So get this, and this is vintage AB, 123 runs off 46 balls in Leeds. Come on. And he followed that with a 63 of 30 versus India, with some vintage stroke play as well and some unreal hitting. AB has just reminded us exactly why he is the legend that he is. So glad that a new generation actually gets to see him do what he does, just to keep the young'uns in check. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Hopefully touch on those headlines around 8. Let's see how the roads are looking.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's touch down with your roads in Cape Town first, where there is congestion on the N2 inbound at Jakes Claville ramp. Now do expect delays and remain patient as you head on out. Well, let's move over into Gauteng and Centurion, where there is congestion on the N1 southbound at Samrand Avenue. So please allow for some extra travel time there. Sydney and Gauteng, but moving over to Pretoria, there's a crash on the N12 westbound at Rietsfontein interchange. Now the right lane is closed, so please do be patient and vigilant when you head on out and approach that area with caution. That is where we leave your roads for now. All the best on getting out there as the traffic does pick up. Let's get into your weather. Well, in environmental news this morning, Africa's urgent water crisis takes centre stage at the African Union Water Investment Summit 2025 in Cape Town next month. Backed by South Africa's G20 presidency, the event aims to turn political promises into tangible investment, addressing the continent's staggering $30 billion annual water funding shortfall. Now, leaders, investors and development partners are expected to attend. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has issued a fire danger alert for the Swellendam and Hesinqua municipalities, with temperatures in the Western Cape hovering in the mid-20s today. Let's check in with that sunrise view of this hour, and out in the mother city representing Retreat, we have Vernon with this gorgeous, gorgeous picture that he thought, I definitely have to show my feel-good family what my morning is looking like. And thank you, Vernon, for thinking about us first thing in the morning with this beautiful, bit of a hazy view. It's as if you are dreaming almost. Is it Tuesday? Am I awake? I don't know, but either way, it is an absolutely gorgeous image, and we thank you so much for getting that over to us. 20 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And a reminder, Mzansi, 063-036-9649 is how you get in touch with your images. But now let's get into temperatures for the rest of the country.
Mzansi, I always tell you, no matter the weather, as long as we're together, we got a good thing going, okay? And we always tell you our mandate, our country duty is to make sure you start your day off on a high note. So how are we continuing to do that this morning? Well, my friend, on World Lipstick Day, Karishma is going to be sharing with us exactly what her lipstick tricks are that can help us maybe keep our lipstick on a little bit better, maybe apply it a little bit easier. You got to stick around for that. And then I'm so excited. Cici is in the building, the legend. She is here to tell us all about her brand new album, Busisiwe 2.0. And of course, she's also going to be performing, one of the best performers on this continent, Kesana. So you got to stick around. We're going to take a short break, but we'll see you after this, baby.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Only you can make my You see, we're hitting notes here. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
harmonize.
Cici's in the building, and she's making me believe in my dream of becoming Beyonce, all right? We're talking about the queen that is a platinum-selling artist. She is an award-winning person, forgive me. Look, I'm even going through a lot because I'm very, very...
information.
I'm starstruck. This queen over here, not only is she a businesswoman, she's also somebody who is an actress, and more than anything else, I feel like anything she touches turns to gold, and that is why Busisiwe 2.0 is no different. She's got a brand new album out, and Mzansi right here is where we get to celebrate it. But then on top of it, we get to be with her as she goes on this brand new journey of leading up to her love tour that's going to be back in Johannesburg in November. So how can we celebrate her the best way? Well, by giving her a feel-good welcome. Everybody, it's Cici. My Cici, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm amazing, thank you, gorgeous. Welcome back. This is your home.
I know, that's why I'm part of the furniture.
Literally. I can't wait to see you on Thursday again, and then next week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But let's talk about Busisiwe 2.0. Yes. Congratulations, my baby. I'm so excited for you. I feel like you're one of the most talented people that we have in this entertainment industry. And I'm so excited also just to see you continue to evolve, because from Busisiwe to Busisiwe 2.0, there's been an evolution.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about that. How have you grown as an artist?
I think it's just like owning who I am as a creative. I think I'm one person that doesn't like to box themselves.
Facts.
I think the album is a reflection of who I am as a person. Fun, bubbly, emotional, true to themselves, wear your hearts on the sleeve.
Yeah.
So that's what the album is really about, and I think that's what I've taken away from the first album versus the second album. Also, like, I've got Afrobeat features from like Nigeria. I've also got like artists from Tanzania, like young artists in South Africa that I believe they are amazing.
Yeah.
Zuko, who is here today. And so, yeah, I'm pretty excited.
We're excited, especially because, just like you say, you know, you've added so many different things to this beautiful album. But let's talk about the themes that you're going for, and even just in terms of the lyrics that you used in each of the songs.
Yeah.
You know, what exactly was it that inspired all of it?
Love, prayer.
Yes, amen.
Dance.
Oh, darling.
You know, I'm a happy girl.
Beyonce, yes.
I'm a lover girl.
That's who you are.
So I had to make sure that I put all of those elements. Like I said, it is a true reflection of who I am as a human being, as a creator.
I love calling you our Beyonce, because when you get on that stage, yes, I said it, yes! When you get on that stage, girl, you just come alive, and it's one of my favorite things. But of course, Busisiwe 2.0 has a very special place for you, just like all of your albums. They're like your children. What does this one mean to you personally?
I think my opening intro is a perfect explanation of what this album is really about. It's like going back to myself and finding who I am. I think for the longest time, I surrounded myself with people who are great, but didn't necessarily see the greatness in me. And, you know, our vision of who I wanted to be as an artist, South Africa and globally, really didn't align. And so it's just like going back to who I am and who I know I can be as a creative and as an artist.
That's so beautiful, my Cici. And I love that you're in that place. It seems like a very peaceful place, a content place even. But I love that you said as well that it was people who couldn't see the vision in you. And of course, it's so important to have people that see the vision in you.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about why it is that you love working with young people who you see a vision in, because you work with so many of them. Just like you said, Uzuko and even Uliema. You know, why is it so important for you to be doing that?
They're young, they're hungry, and also just me wanting to be someone that I don't think I had going into the industry to say, don't go there, go there. Do it like this, don't do it like this. You know what I mean? And so I think it's also just like finding a way in the creative space to be a sister to them and just to guide them along the do's and don'ts and how they can achieve greatness and longevity in the music industry.
That's so beautiful, Cici. Being a big sister, I love it.
When I'm not being crazy, I am being a big sister.
Yeah, that is adorable. I would love it for you, okay? But speaking of also just really growing in the industry, you know, how is it that you're excited to really promote and tour with Umusisiwe 2.0? What are we going to be seeing from Cici?
So I'm definitely going to be doing the Love Tour, which is going to be a platform for me to promote my music and for my followers to like interact with the songs and just to see their reaction and them singing along. And yeah, man, I mean, I think the Love Tour is like a way of showing myself as a creative and as an artist. I'm big on performance. Showmanship is a big deal to me.
It
So
is.
if someone pays, even if it's 150, I'm going to give them like 155%.
Yes, that's my girl. Okay, I have a birthday next year. Can you perform for 150?
Anything, as long as you and I can have an intro. You know, you did that Beyonce thing that you posted on social media.
Yes.
You and I can do it together.
Okay.
That can be the intro, and then the rest.
You'll do it. Oh,
Yeah.
darling. Cici's performing on my birthday next year. I'm so excited. Oh, my goodness. I promise I'll pay you more than 150.
It's okay.
Okay, perfect. But my Cici, the Love Tour has been so successful.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been seeing it roll out over the last like year, just in terms of what you've been doing on social media and everything. What's been your favorite part? Because I feel like there's been so many things, especially you're performing. Girl, you are out of this world.
Thank you. I think like my favorite part is really seeing it all come together. And once it's come together, seeing the appreciation that people are like so appreciative of the fact that you've taken the time to create such an amazing thing. You know, I think the last show that I did in Durban, people say, listen, you owe us nothing. You put in the effort. It's not like, you know, when you come to a show and you're like, I might as well just have streamed
Set
the
it
song.
home.
Yeah, just stream the song and support it from there, you know, at arm's length. But it's really just like, also just like reviving the music and people seeing it and hearing it anew when you create like a whole story around it.
Beautiful. Oh, babe, I'm so excited. November is when we're getting the Johannesburg one.
Absolutely.
We are ready.
And you better be there.
I was honestly, I'll be there front row screaming for you, okay?
I beg.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my gorgeous.
Thank you so
Umusisiwe 2.0, and we're so excited for your performances. Thank you. Oh, listen, Mzansi, you got to make sure you stick around because the Queen is not going anywhere. It's all going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And one thing I also know, when Cici's in the building, your day is going to go great. Thank you very much. You'll see. See? Don't go. Don't go anywhere. You're still hanging out with us here on Expresso.
Look who it is. Yes, we've got the beautiful, beautiful Karishma in studio with us because, listen, if we're going to do National Lipstick Day, we got to do it together, girl.
Absolutely.
So I've already got my red lip going. What's your go-to when it comes to a lipstick?
Listen, I'm boring. I'm like, I like my lips but better.
Oh, I love this too.
Kind of look, you
For
know,
every day.
every day, chilled. But today, I think with this ensemble, I'm going to go for a little red lippy.
I was really hoping you were going
to.
to say that. So I personally went for the Stila All-Day Liquid Lipstick.
It looks beautiful.
It's literally lightweight, feels great. It hasn't moved since I put it on this morning. There's nothing on my teeth either. But you're going for the W Beauty Red.
I am. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Oh, and I love a bullet lipstick as well.
Me too.
Okay, you throw that on. I'm so curious to see what it's going to look like on your skin. I just know that the pigment on this is going to be absolutely stunning. And Karishma was right. Already I can tell that it's looking so great with your outfit. My goodness.
Oh, I love it.
And the fact that Graham said that we're doing this on live TV, yes, you can put that on your CV growing forward.
Absolutely. And it's so smooth and soft. Like, I love it.
I am obsessed with it already. I think your outfit was absolutely fantastic, but now it's just reached new heights. I didn't think that was possible. Oh my goodness, girl.
Love, love, love.
All right, the red lips are on. Kisses to you, Expresso. And we thank you for joining us today. We've got so many more options that we could have gone for, like you have the Maybelline on for your lips but better, but the red is always going to be a bold statement.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite thing about wearing a good lipstick?
It makes me feel alive. It really just makes me feel alive. And look how it can just change a look.
I'm
so simple. Something so simple. And it just changes the look
Reach
completely.
into your bag and you're a 180 transformed woman.
Absolutely.
I'm here for it. And we hope that you too will enjoy this National Lipstick Day, Expresso fam. The two cars in the house, Karishma and myself, Carissa, are looking good. And we hope to see you looking great as well. Remember to shop all of these at Woolworths to get up to 40% off on all lipsticks. Mwah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this National Lipstick Day. Now, we are going to get into something that definitely gets the lips moving, because let's be honest, you blink and then boom, you're in another group chat on your phone and notifications are popping like popcorn. It's 2 a.m. Voice note updates are happening and non-stop memes or stickers. We all know the deal. So we want to know, what is your dip out move from this happening? Do you mute the chat? Do you archive it quietly? Do you leave with absolutely no regrets? We want to know how you handle group chat chaos, and just by answering, you stand the chance to win 2,000 Rand cash and an Omar Rusk hamper to enjoy during your real-life dip-out moments, which is exactly why we brought in Karishma once again to find out from you. I mean, the endless group chats that we are part of.
Girl.
Have you lost count?
I have lost count, especially when a child in school as well. It's like takes it to the next level. It's relentless.
And is it constant, not just within working hours?
No, it's constant all the time. And listen, I learned something recently that changed my life.
Tell me.
Okay, so, you know, they say like boundaries and learn to say no. The no is not always available, because sometimes the no comes with, you know, burning bridges or, you know, consequences.
Yes.
But we can set the boundary by taking a pause in choosing when to respond and when not to respond. And that has been
life-changing.
Game changer.
There's those 10 seconds that you can count to before even getting there.
Absolutely.
Saves relationships.
You know? Yeah. And even, especially in the industry, I always feel this pressure, like, I must answer now, because I know how things happen. It's fast-paced, people, we need answers.
Yeah.
Now I just take a breath.
Take a moment.
And if I'm with my child, I'm with my child. I'm like, they can wait 10 minutes.
Yes,
you know? So,
absolutely. Well, you did say take a pause, take a moment to dip out, which I feel like, cue the Omar Rusks, please.
Yes, please.
Can we have a moment to have our coffee and have our beautiful, thank you so much, Chadwin, our beautiful Rusks. Appreciate you. Okay, this is for the two queens in the building. Please go ahead, Karishma, and enjoy one of those.
delicious.
Delicious
Thank you.
for real. Can you recognize what that is?
Oh, I'm getting some cinnamon.
Does it remind you of around Easter time?
Oh, hot cross bun.
Hot cross buns. And when I tell you that it tastes just like a hot cross bun, it is so crazy. It is a limited edition Omar Rusk. And I love a condensed milk. I love the classic.
You know.
But sometimes we've got to switch it up just a little bit.
Absolutely.
So please, as we cheers.
Cheers.
Take notes to count to 10 as Karishma does and dip out with our Omar Rusks. This is another reminder to you to head over to our social media pages and share your answer with hashtag #DipOutWithOmar to enter. Now, the competition does close on Monday, the 4th of August, so get to dipping and, of course, get to commenting. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Okay, show us how you dip.
Okay.
How many seconds are we doing?
I like a long dip.
Ooh, you like a long dip.
I like a long dip. You know, if you do it, you got to make it worth it. Eh?
I'm so here for that. I'm going to do a quick 1, 2. 5 seconds is my max, and then a little bite. It's good, right?
It is good.
Well, we have our dip out moment. Make sure you have yours too.
Dip out with Omar this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
Oh, thank you so much, KTZ Foshizi. Oh, listen, this morning really is a beautiful one. And Zansi, we love getting into these really heartwarming stories with brews and breakthroughs with Jacobs. Now, of course, we always know that we hear about inspirational stories, but this one, my friend, it's going to touch you in the feels. I am talking about Usalome, who has taken what we call a shack and turned it into a studio for young people to come and have artistic freedom. Now, she is someone who has a background of being a domestic, but now she's also getting into so many different things. And I truly believe she is the kind of leader that we need in our communities. And I'm so excited for us to celebrate her with Jacobs this morning. But she's not alone. She's with the Mommy Boys. And I am so keen for us to get into it because this is a story of note. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Salome, Mommy Boys, ni righty?
Right.
That's good. I want to start with you because I feel like you are somebody who is really the heart of Mabopane. I mean, starting with a shack and turning it into an entire studio. Teta Natima, you know, what moved you to want to even take a shack and turn it into something like that?
I realized I don't want my son on the street. Yes, because when I they do drugs, they do alcohol, they do crime. So I didn't want my son to be there. So I decided, because I see him, he loves music. So they used to go somewhere, we have to pay 500 rand every weekend. Then when I count that money, in month is 2,000 rand. In 5 months is 20,000. So I said, no, I can't afford that. So I took the money I saved from my domestic payment, then start. We buy equipment one by one. And I took my TV from my house and put it to the shack. I stayed for 2 years without TV. So that's what I did. The love I have for my son and other sons outside there.
I was going to say that love has now extended to everyone else as well, which is so amazing. But as well, just in terms of the process, what was the most difficult part about it?
The difficult part of that is money. The equipment, the equipment, are easy, they are dura. So you have to reke speaker seswani, then ukokote jagape oreke seswani. So and then le bana ba thoma go tla banya ka go tla go recorda. So kuningi nje kuningi and space is ngane. I have to now work in because the space was small at first. Because it was only my son and these two. Now the kids are flowing inside. Now the space is small. The space is small. Then I have to even now the rain is damaging it. So, but I'm happy because the kids are happy. They are off the street.
Exactly.
So, or whatsoever. So, they're safe.
I love that.
That's what I'm trying to do, to take kids from the street.
Beautiful, and you're giving them something to do, which we love, Ma. And Fakazi, I want to come to you, Puti, because when you got to see this whole process, how has it been to kind of just witness that shift, and we want to all come together?
I mean, it's been beautiful, you know. Yeah, just watching an ordinary shack turn into something which accommodates children. It accommodates their dreams, their love, their hopes.
Oh, wow.
You know, everything like that. I mean, thinking back to a couple of years ago, like, that shack was nothing more than just an ordinary storage room. So man, as this cat see, I see that it's giving out a lot of
hope.
Yeah, a lot of hope.
That's beautiful. And gents, I want to come to you, and you can both answer this question, because, you know, this is a place that's giving you a voice. It's allowing you to dream a little bit more. So talk to us just about how it's been, you know, really kind of shaping you to become the artist that you want to be, but also shaping you as individuals. Let's start with you, Put.
I'd like to start with how it's changed the way I see my future.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I never thought I would inspire my peers or people who are older than me.
Yes.
It's like a dream come true.
That's
what
beautiful.
Mamzo did to us, it's like a dream come true.
That's beautiful. And you, Khamulim?
You know, I always wanted to follow my music career. I didn't know what to do. Fortunately, in 2023, I met Riaz and Fluke. After we worked on a few projects, I started to believe that anything is possible. You just gotta do what you have to do for you to reach your dreams at the end of the day.
Well done, guys, because you're such beautiful examples to so many young people, and I'm very, very proud of you guys. And Ma, I'm so especially proud of you and so inspired by you. And I know that there's other parents out there who want the same thing that you have seen come to life. What words of advice would you give to them right now?
Love your kids. Support them. Anything ever any sport, bicycle, let's support our kids. Let's love our kids unconditionally.
Yes, Mama. Oh,
love
guys.
conquers all.
Amen and amen. And so does music. And we appreciate what you have done for the community with music. And guys, I'll see you at the Grammys, ne?
Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing. Oh, my goodness. Mzansi, this is what it is all about when it comes to Jacobs, when we're talking about brews and breakthroughs. Imagine a shack turning into a studio, one that gives young people hope, allows them to believe in themselves, allows them to believe in their dreams. And of course, it is Salome who has decided that she wanted to give that to the kids of her community. And this is exactly what it is all about. When we say that we 100% have a woman whose heart beats with the heartbeat of change and with the rhythm of change. And one thing that Jacobs loves is getting to see exactly how that can make the community a better place. And I'm also so excited because I feel like this is all about the power of music, the power of community, but also the power of really getting to see what it is we can do when we come together to change a community.
Oh, man. What an incredible conversation out in Jersey. For now, we are back in the mother city and we'll touch base with them a little bit later for an incredible performance by Miss Cici herself. You felt Sanela's energy and mine is matching that. But not only that, we've got another performer in the house. Not only is she a fantastic presenter, also an actress.
Oh, yes, girl.
Ooh.
And my new movie, Lucky Fish, is currently out in cinemas.
Yes!
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
It is exquisite.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. And I can't wait to chat all about it a bit
We
later.
definitely will get into all the nitty-gritty, the details, what it was like behind the scenes on set, and all getting to know the beautiful Karishma Bazday in just a little bit. So don't go anywhere, Feel Good fam. We'll see you straight after this.
Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacobs, wunderbar.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
welcome back. Look at the smile on my face. Why? Because our family's gotten a little bit bigger. She is the newest face lighting up our sister show, Afternoon Express, which is looking amazing at the moment. And she is making waves yet again on the big screen too.
Absolutely. Joining us this morning, although you've seen her around a little bit, but she's also chatting about her film Lucky Fish, now showcasing in cinemas across the country. Please join us in giving the warmest welcome to Karishma Basdeo.
Yay!
Officially welcome.
Thank you, darling.
We got dressed together, put on lipstick together,
Yes.
and now you're on our couch.
Finally.
You paid your dues. You paid your dues this morning, and now you get your lucky break. And there are a few lucky breaks happening at the moment, which is great. So where do we start? Can we first say congratulations?
Congratulations.
On joining the Afternoon Express team. What has it been like for you?
Oh, it's been absolutely incredible. To be honest, this has been on my vision board for a little bit.
We did speak about the manifestation station, girl.
We did. And you know, after Mela, which I loved so much, COVID kind of ended that and I had a baby and I missed it. I really missed it. Even though acting will always be my first love, I adore presenting and there's no better place to be than doing it here with this family, right?
And this crew.
And this crew. That's it.
I'm
Absolutely.
completely best in the business we get to work with. Does it kind of feel like two sides of the same coin, presenting and acting, or do they give you completely different things?
Completely different things. As a presenter, I get to, you know, be myself and be quirky and be whatever, you know, I want to be. And I get to meet people and I get to grow and expand through meeting these incredible people, which I think is the thing I love the most about this job. And as an actor, I get to really play, you know, that's delicious. I get to like step into different roles. I get to be things that I would never imagine I could be. So I love that.
That's the best of both worlds, actually.
Absolutely. I'm living the dream,
You
literally.
are, as a creative, this sounds incredible. But let's quickly, before we get into Lucky Fish, talk a bit more about your experience, about moving around the country, shooting different inserts. It's been incredible to watch from our side. What has that been like for you, and do you have any highlights?
Oh, there have been so many.
Have there been any lowlights?
That's actually what we want to know.
Definitely no lowlights. I mean, it's, you know, there's times when it's hard work. You've got to get down, you've got to grind, you've got to suck it up. It's early mornings, it's long days, you know, that I'm constantly having to be on. But the highlight for me has honestly been working with amazing crew. Because it feels, I'm like, you paying me to come to set and have
It's a
such
social
good
set,
time? Absolutely, and everyone's been so lovely and so kind and just, you know, really guided me, and it's been really creative and collaborative on set, which I think is very important to me. And then it makes it fun and it makes it easy. And I've met incredible people along the way.
You look good and you fit right in. I mean, we were watching some overlay now and you look gorgeous. So it really is just, it was a matter of time.
You look red carpet ready, in fact. And of course, for the last 2 weeks, you haven't left the red carpet. Congratulations again on Lucky Fish. Whenever South Africa produces a powerhouse film, in whatever lane, we love it because it speaks to all of us rising together, because that's how this industry works. So how was the release? What was it like seeing yourself in celluloid, seeing it in that space? It's got to always be, and I know your heart's in it, but these are moments where you've got to just appreciate
it. You know, this movie is so special for so many reasons, but I think the message behind it, firstly, for me, makes it really stand out. It's such a heartwarming, inspiring, uplifting film. And I think the way the world is right now, we all need that. We all need a bit of that. It's a very women-centered story. It's girl power all the way. It's so funny.
I was going to say, I saw the trailer. It was hilarious.
It's so funny. The writing is brilliant. The casting is impeccable. Everyone brought their A game. Like, everyone just shines in their roles. And it was just an incredible cast and crew, and so, I feel so privileged to be a part of this. And this is such a South African movie, guys.
I was going to ask. It looks RSA all the way.
And you know, it's the first production that I've been a part of that is so effortlessly South African. There's no, here's the token.
It's not a gimmick.
You know, it's just this is
it
our
just reflects
nation.
Our lives.
It does, and that is just amazing for me.
Oh, we are lucky then to be able to witness
Yes.
this currently in cinema.
Currently in cinemas,
so we can
guys.
enjoy.
Yes.
Thank you for blessing us. Very, very quickly, I've got to ask, being a woman in the industry and juggling so many things, because let's not forget you are also a mum and absolutely killing the game there. How do you do it all?
I don't.
Can leave it there. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Very honest, but honestly, it comes down to just having an incredible support system. My husband is phenomenal. He's hands-on. We have an incredible nanny. We've made really good friends with Isla's little friends from school. So we really formed a village, and I think that's so key and vital. But I don't ever want anyone to think like I have it all together. I'm constantly tired all the time.
Yeah, no, but that's the baseline of being a parent.
Absolutely.
Okay, we don't get marks. We just pass or fail as a parent,
that's
and
it.
you are passing. You are passing at the
And
moment.
also, red lipstick goes a very long way.
Exactly.
You look absolutely
On World
stunning.
Lipstick Day. I absolutely love that. I'm going to say thank you to my amazing crew for looking after this little gem because she absolutely deserves it. An exciting new member of our nation's entertainment industry.
Come on.
And we absolutely love her in this, guys. And as Women's Month approaches, Karishma is also a living example of what every woman can be as champions, being the best mother and wife, and shares those vulnerable moments as well. She's a phenomenal actress and media personality, but there is so much going on here, and we are so happy for you. So congratulations.
Thank you
my
so
friend.
much. I
Come
love
back
you guys.
soon, yeah?
Thank you.
No
you.
more.
Yes.
No, you.
We love you.
It's so beautiful what's happening in Cape Town, a celebration of women, like Graham said, right before Women's Month. But there's another woman we can celebrate right here in Johannesburg. Everybody, I don't want to waste time. I wanted to perform for you. So let's make some noise for Cici, where she's featured. Naledi Apiwe. It's called Konakele.
uzwelonke kwakungabo ngabantu ngisho ungahambise angeke umtholo njengami badala ngesikhathi sakho badala ngexesha lakho konakele konakele hlobo wami konakele inhliziyo uyophule mhlaba ungedlule konakele
Listen, the anticipation was growing and you did not disappoint. You got the whole of Mzansi awake right now, feeling good on this Tuesday. And if not that, I mean, a cup of coffee definitely goes a long way. So I'm going to re-up on this and then also let you know that coming up after the break, we've got some great things coming your way. Graham is chilling in the Alcazar right now and we're going to get into the safety features of one of our favorite cars on the market right now. Not only that, we also have the Artists Here Matric Dance project where two very lucky matriculants are going to be dazzling in all the glam in just a little bit. So cars and beautiful dresses await. A sip of coffee is definitely due. We'll see you after this.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this gorgeous Tuesday. Listen, driving these days isn't just about comfort. It is also about confidence. And when your car has your back, it truly makes all the difference. And right now, I feel both confident and comforted.
You be chilling.
I'm chilling so hard right now.
The chair way back. You got the hair blowing in the wind. You got the lipstick for the road
got the
trip.
Lipstick too.
I love it. No, we are very comfortable. And of course, this is where the Hyundai Alcazar stands out. There are so many amazing little bells and whistles and none superfluous. An impressive lineup of essential safety features designed to protect what matters most, from everyday commutes to those big road trip moments. And what I love about this car is it kind of fits both modes.
Yep.
Great for the school runs in the morning. You can certainly fill it with everything you need. But
7 times over.
Oh, completely. But I just think about like a road trip down the garden route where you've got the time to spend in the car. It'll, I think, shine.
I'm telling you, the fact that I can cross my legs, have my snacks, put on the music. Listen, whether you've got precious cargo in the back or you're taking on a tricky terrain, the Hyundai Alcazar gives you peace of mind with the built-in safety features. And they're not just about ticking boxes, as Grace said. They're not superfluous, okay? They're about smarter, safer driving. So let's have a look.
I mean, we can run through a host here. Obviously, we've got airbags throughout. We've got driver, passenger, and side and curtain, which means everybody in the car is protected. Complete airbag coverage means that you and your passengers are protected from almost every angle in case of impact.
I like that you said that. Let me go safety first right
Thank
here.
you very much. Now, of course, safety within the car when you've got kids is massive. And obviously the culture of getting them to do it for themselves, a very big part. When they are younger, it's all on you. The ISOFIX child seat attachment. It's a standard ISOFIX anchorage system where you connect the car seat, the baby seat, directly into the main frame of the car through the seat. It is a massive, massive safety plus, vital. And of course, it starts with the smallest passenger. So I love that.
I like that
Really
everyone
cool.
is taken care of. Also has a central locking system. Standard central locking gives you one-touch control over your car's security. I think, especially in a country like this where safety definitely is one of the most important things to think of when you get in your car. Simple, safe, and of course very effective. One button and it does the most.
Completely. And when we talk about kind of reading the numbers that you need to know about, they've got a tire pressure monitoring system, or they call it the TPMS. Constantly checks your tire pressure and alerts you if anything is off. And if you're on a long road trip, even something like your fuel economy, if the balance is off, things can really come to bear at the end of the road. But from a safety perspective, everything is there for you to see as you go, which is great.
Oh, how about the ESP? Now, this is the Electronic Stability Program. It helps keep your car steady during sudden maneuvers or even slippery conditions. You know, the rainy weather in the mother city. It's great for staying in control when it matters the most and you feel like, oh, I need just a little bit of assistance right now.
So you might need a special concession if you want to do your driver's test in this particular car, because it's got an assist that I think is going to help all of us. I think we all know the terror of having to do a hill start, especially a hill start in a crunch moment or maybe in front of a full restaurant of people. But they've got the HAC system, hill start control, that prevents the car from rolling back on an incline. No stress, no rollback, just smooth takeoffs every time. Just that on its own.
I was about to say that, Graham. That's my biggest nightmare when it comes to cars. Being on any incline this small to this big, it definitely is helpful to know that we are reassured that it's going to be okay. It also has LED daytime running lights, bright, efficient, and then definitely helping you stay visible on the road. A small feature, but really it makes such a big impact when you're on out there, especially those beach roads.
Oh, completely.
Zero lights.
Or at like the change of day when the light conditions are changing, but it also looks super sexy in front. So it's kind of like it's winking at you all day. I like that. Absolutely beautiful. Just a little bit later, we'll hop back into our Alcazar and put some of these to the test. Albeit we don't have a massive hill in studio, so we might have to line up some of our large cameramen with a table or something and see what we could do. I've got to say, for something that looks so premium and is accessible, this hits every one of those boxes. Massive, massive tick. I love it. And it looks beautiful from inside and out.
Doesn't it?
There we go. Yeah. Look, you can see the LEDs winking at us.
We look great.
Right now is what I'm loving is all about us and getting you into the rest of your day, beautiful Expresso family. And I need us to also have those important conversations, right? Like, how can partnerships and policy really unlock Africa's, I was about to say South Africa's, but no, we're talking continental here. How can we unlock Africa's industrial future? How can we get to the crux of it, particularly with the TIPS Forum for 2025? Well, my friend, you know that ABSA is all about doing exactly that, which is connecting Africa and allowing us to become the best that we possibly can be. be. And today we get to sit down with someone who has all of these answers. I'm talking about none other than Malesela Lekota Untate, who is here to tell us all about what it is that we need to know when it comes to the Tips Forum 2025, but also just how he's doing his job of being the head of corporate and stakeholders at Absa Group. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please. How are you, Ntate?
Very well. Sanela, how are you?
That's good. I'm amazing. Thank you. So, Ntate, I want us to break this down nicely for everyone. Because some people are sitting here, they're going, Zanele, you just said Tips Forum 2025. What is that?
Yes.
How could you explain it to somebody who doesn't know what it is at all?
Perhaps let me start by giving just a bit of background on our involvement and partnership with TIPS.
Yes.
It started in 2024.
Yeah.
So we sponsored the TIPS Forum 2024 that was focused on small business and industrial policy or industrial growth. So we emerged out of the TIPS 2024 forum with key deliverables.
Okay.
Key recommendations that as a bank we want to implement. So we put up a plan together for the rest of the year to implement some of those recommendations that emerged from the apologies.
Yes.
The 2024 TIPS Forum. Amongst others was access to finance, access to markets, the role of compliance for the SMSs. So coming from 2024, then there's a TIPS 2025. But before the TIPS 2025, I think you are aware that South Africa is now hosting the G20.
Indeed, indeed.
So with the G20, B20, we are a proud sponsor of the G20, B20.
I love that.
That highlights, the G20, B20 highlights global economic inclusion. Now with the TIPS 2022 forum, 2024 forum, it's a platform to enable dialogue on policy innovation, on industrial development, and on regional integration.
Beautiful.
So that's the reason why we're partnering with TIPS. TIPS stands for Trade and Industry Policy Strategies.
Incredible. And I feel like you guys always you go in the direction of, I think, yes, connecting Africa, but also growing Africa, which I think is so special.
Yeah.
But this is why then I need to ask, how exactly does the TIPS Forum really align with the mission and vision of Absa?
So our purpose is empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time.
Come on. Yes.
So we go beyond financing. We don't only focus on finance.
Yes.
What we do as well is to enable an ecosystem that supports policy innovation and investing of the resources within the continent.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we do beyond going over financing.
Incredible.
Creating that ecosystem.
We apologize for that break, but such gravitas there. I think we needed just a moment to take it all on board. Now, we do have some amazing news to slip in here right now. Mzansi, this is big.
Oh, Powerball has rolled over to a massive, wait for it, 100 million rand guaranteed jackpot this Tuesday. So play now, and I'm telling you that you could just hit it lucky fish.
Okay, exactly. You could be a lucky fish for the rest of your life. Go in-store as soon as they open. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, which is super easy. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. So easy. Do it right now, please.
Oh my gosh, there's winning numbers in the palm of your hands. Now, we posted all the details on our Expresso social media pages. Please go and check them out. And then Panda Push Up Play Powerball for that guaranteed, once again, 100 million rand jackpot today. And you could just become the next multi-millionaire.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Well, hopefully that's got you thinking about those lucky numbers. But don't lose all concentration. We're going to head back to a vitally important conversation right now, I think, for this country. Why? Because your story matters, but let's prove that.
I love that, Graham. And yes, Mzansi, apologies for that short little delay. However, we're still having this beautiful conversation with the Cyril Ramaphosa of stakeholder and corporate there at ABSA. I'm talking about none other than Malisela Lekota. Dada, you were still telling us just about how it is really that, you know, the theme of TIPS 2025 this year is the industrial potential that Africa holds.
Correct.
And what does it mean for anyone at home who might need to understand it in practical terms?
Yeah. So I just want to put it in practical terms for you. So, as I said, we support industrial development.
Yes.
And regional integration. What does that mean in practical terms? So with industrial development, all what it means is that there is an opportunity for the continent to open more factories. Through this trade amongst countries within the continent.
I love that.
Opening more factories will mean more production.
Yeah.
With more production, it will lead to creation of employment. So with creation of employment, what it means, a small business entrepreneur sitting in the rural area, for example, in Kofi Mvava in the Eastern Cape, will then have, because they are exposed to that little environment in Kofi Mvava. A farmer who's sitting somewhere in Toyando is confined to that little town of Toyando. But with this industrial development, it opens up doors so that they can get exposed to the bigger continent. So they can start collaborating with their counterparts in the continent to open doors.
Incredible. I love that. And if I have to then ask you, you know, how does the TIPS Forum really help bring ABSA's vision to life? You know, is that exactly what you would say then? Just opening those doors?
Opening those doors. And as I was saying, we go beyond financing.
Beautiful. I love that. And one last thing I just need to ask you about, you know, just in terms of really sitting down and saying, okay, it's this ABC. When we talk about it benefiting the ordinary South African, would you say it's all about solving those problems of things like unemployment and even allowing us to, you know, have broader horizons as South Africans?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we open, we get exposed to opening more industries.
Yes.
Which then means there's more production.
Yes.
So those are some of the things that we do. So like we did in 2024. In 2025, we'll emerge from this forum with concrete recommendations that we're going to implement.
That's beautiful. I love that. You're amazing. We appreciate it. Thank you for being the Cyril Ramaphosa, like I said, of stakeholder and corporate there at ABSA Group. We appreciate you. And thank you for also leading us into really collaborating with our fellow African countries, because that's exactly what we need to be doing. We appreciate it.
We continue making a positive difference.
Exactly.
Your story matters, my story matters, our story matters.
I love that. Oh, listen, Mzansi, we always say we can trust ABSA when it comes to our finances, but just like you heard from Muntate Malisela, it is even more that we can trust them with, even opening the borders for us in ways that we could have never seen and understanding what it means to really have broad horizons. And this is why ABSA does say your story matters, because it does. Why not think of a tomorrow that really is just boundless? And one thing I also love about our family is that they really are always fighting the good fight for us so that we can have those opportunities. And like you heard, it is ABSA's role in the TIPS Forum that is allowing us to grow industrially this year. Last time it was all about those SMEs and small businesses. This year, we're going to be finding out how those factories and even more can happen, not just in South Africa, but all across the continent, in us having those beautiful relationships. But one thing you always need to remember is that your story matters.
We still are close to the car after that lovely conversation. I think it's time we get back in here to remind us that road tripping can be made easier because safety is atop of the list.
I mean, just everyday commute can be easier, especially if you live around a lot of hills, like in Cape Town. No, we absolutely love that ride, but we love the story just as much. Aris here, stepping in at a pivotal moment in any young person's life for the matric dance to make dreams come true. You might say it's not the most important day of school, maybe your last day of exams is. I don't know, I beg to differ. There is magic in these moments and something you carry with you for the rest of your life. And I think this magical moment gets unlocked in the most beautiful way. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, Mzansi, here on Expresso. And you know that this time of the year, when things are a little bit chilly, right? It means that our matrics all across the country are getting ready for their matric dances. And of course, Arasgia has come through yet again for a third year in the row, saying, hey, we are 100% here to make sure that we are able to allow 2 lucky matrics just that real big honor of getting a little bit of glitz and glam that they might have not gotten if it wasn't for Arasgia. So, my friends, today we get to hear about it all from Blaine Jones, and also talking about the incredible way in which they're coming together with none other than the Elizabeth Galloway Academy of Fashion. And I want us to please give Blaine a feel-good welcome as we celebrate this matric dance initiative, everybody. Blaine, how are you?
I'm really good. How are you? Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too.
Great being here. I'm Expresso, right?
Right.
Wow, crazy.
And listen, Blaine, what you guys are doing, I think it's so incredible.
Thank you so much. Listen, the project is really amazing. Just being part of the project is really a humbling experience. I mean, I feel like I'm in matric again. So just being part of the day, the matric farewell, is really, truly a great experience.
I love that. And talk to me just about, you know, how it's been in terms of the applications and everything, and also just getting to the point of having announced and whatnot. You know, how has everything been?
It's been great. So obviously at SG we sat down and we had to come up with ideas on how we can make a difference in society. And we decided to come up with the Matric Farewell Project.
Yes.
Where we sponsor the suit and the dress of 2 matriculants, the cars, the venues, the food, everything. Just to say, hey, we're here and we're going to make your day a bit special.
Yes.
So really the project has really gone from strength to strength. We're in our 3rd year now. We started in 2014. But really great. Our winners, Joshua from Cape Town and Joni from Johannesburg, really 2 great people with amazing stories. So really exciting to be part of this project.
That's so beautiful. I love that you feel like a matric as well.
I do. Even though I was matric 10 years ago, but...
but you're going on the journey with them.
100%.
That's what matters, yes. And, you know, just in terms of the nominations and everything, was anyone able to nominate themselves?
No. They're not allowed to nominate themselves. Someone else needs to nominate you. In Joshua's case, his neighbor nominated him. And in Joni's case, her mother's godmother nominated her. So someone else needs to nominate you,
I love that. And of course, you know, when you do get nominated by someone,
in the front, the height of the slit, do you want that a little bit higher, or is that the height of the slit on the leg? A little bit.
Oh, apologies for that. The network seems to be fighting us a bit this morning, but we will fight harder, okay? Because we're hearing about incredible stories that Eras here has gotten from their beautiful Matric Dance Initiative, which is all about allowing 2 lucky matriculants to get everything taken care of. And Blaine, I mean, you were telling us about the stories of the 2 matriculants that won, and their names are?
Joshua and Joni. Joshua from Cape Town, Joni from Johannesburg.
Beautiful.
So as I was saying, Joni really comes from a difficult background, also raised by a single mom. So they've also been struggling financially. So recently, they bought her a dress online with their last finances, with their last cents. So when the dress arrived, it was too big for her. So you can imagine, I think, considering both stories, I think this project couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh my goodness. And the first story, you said that it was Josh's mom who had lost her job.
Yes, Josh's mom recently fell ill. She lost her job. She can't go back to work. And they've really been having hardships, problem after problem. So 2 deserving people, really.
That's so beautiful. And I feel like, you know, a matric dance is almost like a rite of passage, if you will, right? It's something that allows people to feel like, I'm an adult now.
Exactly. I mean, my matric fail was 10 years ago, and I still remember it till this day.
Exactly.
It was really special, and I felt like a celebrity that day. So.
Yeah, and I love that you guys are making them feel like celebrities even more. I mean, an entire Addis here taking care of a matric dance.
100%. And the nice thing is we get to spend the day with him. So Present in Cape Town will spend the day with Joshua. I will spend the day with the journey. So we're going to be there from the start till the finish, till the red carpet moment. So it's really, it's a special project.
So you are going to matric dance when I'm playing?
I am at my grown age.
I love that.
Like an uncle.
Oh, no, that's so beautiful. And, you know, of course, you guys also really have just standout moments when it comes to this initiative. You know, what has been the most, I want to ask, heartwarming thing for you when it comes to this? You know, the moments that really just stick out.
I think it's seeing their faces when we rock up. Last year we had Tumelo them. So just rocking up at the venue and they see us with our shirts, Addis here and everything. Just the families as well.
Yeah.
It's a really humbling experience because to them it's like, thank you for being part of this day. It's really great having you here.
Gorgeous.
I
I love that. And one last thing I want to ask you is just all about the Elizabeth Galloway Academy of Fashion.
Yes.
Just, you know, how exactly it all works. Talk to us about that.
So right now in the next month, Joshua and Joni will work one-on-one with Elizabeth Galloway to design their own dress and suit. So what they say goes.
Wow.
So if Joshua wants a pink suit, the man gets a pink suit.
Yes!
So the design, everything, the color, they get to design it themselves. The Elizabeth Galloway School of Fashion.
That is so incredible. Well, I'm very excited for you to get your matric dance on, but I'm more excited for Josh and Joni, and I feel like it's going to be so special, and well done to you guys. I think it's such a beautiful initiative.
Thanks, Z. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Blaine. Come back soon, okay?
Yeah, 100%. I will.
It is Blaine from Addis here, and listen, beautiful family, this is what it's all about. How can we make a huge difference in our communities? And I think that Addis here is 100% on the money. They're on the pulse. They know what it means to young people to go to their matric dance, and that is why they have decided to partner up with the Elizabeth Galloway Academy of Fashion. And I'm so excited to see what it is they even get to design with these beautiful angels who are so excited for their matric dance. And trust me, when it comes to something this big, it is a big congratulations yet again to Addis here, of course, but an even bigger one to our amazing dreamers who are nominated by their loved ones. It is Josh and Joni, and we cannot wait to see you at your matric dance. My friend, this is what it's about, and we're so excited that we get to celebrate as a Feel Good Breakfast Show family with our Addis here family. Right about now, though, make sure you do not go anywhere. You're still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
So Karishma let us know that she's got a matric dance coming up and she needed a really flashy ride. And Addis here are all about doing amazing things. So we thought we'd break a record and see if we could squeeze the biggest cameraman we have in our studio into this car just to prove how big it is. The Alcazar is delivering. So you are going to get to spend the rest of the day in the car. I've snuck Carissa into the car as well.
I love it.
Okay, and she's going to stay here for the rest of the day. She's going to guide you. No.
Okay.
There are a couple of things that you can get even more excited about.
Okay.
Because this is an amazing ride. It's very comfortable. You can feel the...
Oh, luxurious.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And secure and safe. And I know you're all about safety. And I know little ones, for you and I, that's where it begins and ends. So we're going to take you through some of the safety features that stand out. Because we want you to just control yourself, okay, when you get out there, because you're going to... Are you excited about hitting the road?
I'm so excited. Look at this beauty. Like, I'm so excited to drive it.
It's very nice. Carissa?
Yes,
Okay. We discussed going on road trips a lot. Now, I understand that obviously the media element is vitally important, but do you have some advice for Karishma based on this beautiful car for her road trip?
I will say safety is first. Put the seatbelt on. So let's go there.
Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Thank you.
And then I will say make sure the playlist is rocking and make sure your favorites are added onto your steering wheel so that you can basically just press that start button over there on the steering wheel. And then all of your favorite people, once your Bluetooth is connected, will be right there. You can customize it to make sure that everything you need from your playlist to your people, your mom, your daughter, will be able to be connected really simply.
And what I like is it keeps reminding you not to do silly things. So it's like, just be aware, keep looking around you, don't touch anything. So,
I need that.
how are you on a hill start?
They're always tricky.
Yeah, exactly. No, we want absolute honesty. And the problem is in Cape Town, there's always a hill for you to try
Always,
on.
everywhere there's a hill.
And in front of a restaurant or in front of a crowd of people. So what I love about this, it does it all for you. So the hill start assist control, make sure that your car doesn't roll backwards when you are pulling off from an incline, okay? We asked our cameramen to lie down so we could have a hill to drive over, but none of them obliged. Sorry, man. But no, you'll get to test this in spades when you head out there. Super easy to use. You just hold your foot on the accelerator to show the car holding its position for a moment before moving. It's amazing. You can hear or feel the tech kind of do the heavy lifting for you, which is amazing. So you are safe and you are secure and you're not going to be embarrassed. No rollback, no stress, just a smooth takeoff. Super helpful when you've got kids in the back or you're in traffic. And often I think we've got so much going through our mind in between things. Often it's where it all comes to bear in the transit. So your concentration needs to be at a peak, and this absolutely nails it. Okay, now, Karissa, can you see the gorgeous little eyes blinking now?
Oh,
can you see the
those
full,
are good.
Look at the full LED strip in front. How cool is that?
Eh? That's what I was going to say.
So sexy.
Sexy car for a sexy mama. I think this is the perfect ride for you.
I think I'm starting to get FOMO just a little bit now.
Let's all get in and just leave.
It's going to be a great day. We can pack a little picnic basket. It's going to be amazing. And then we can leave the LED lights on just to create some mood lighting.
Atmosphere, exactly.
But it really isn't just about the design and about the aesthetics. The daytime running lights aren't just stylish. They improve your own visibility, and that's to other drivers as well, even during the day, and especially if you've got uncertain light conditions at that transient time of the day when the light is...
I always struggle at that time of the day. It's like
when the sun is sitting there in your eyes and it's light there and it's dark there. I love the fact that they've gone all in with the digital, but nothing is superfluous. As Karissa, you pointed out earlier, nothing is here just as a bell or a whistle. It's all essential and it's awesome. I would say must-haves.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Karishma, do you feel ready?
So ready.
Oh my goodness, I think she can take on over, Gray.
I think do you want to get into the driver's seat? I've been delaying for as long as I can. I'm going to put you in park, and super easy to put the handbrake up as well. It's actually not a handbrake, it's a finger brake. You just finger brake your finger.
Okay.
There we go. I'm sorry, Karissa, I thought you were going to get your chance, but
next time, Gray.
And of course, the real heartache here.
Thank you, my darling.
Well, I don't know how charismatic you are, Karishma, but you're going to have to give the car back, eh? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I know. I had the same reaction. I had my pups with me, and they loved the ride as much as we did. But it's a beautiful car
and look
inside
how
and
good
out.
she looks in it. Kind of odd, Karishma. Seatbelt on, rear view mirror adjusted. Music is coming. I'm going to pass you my playlist, and we are definitely going to get into some goodness. I just want to see you drive it now, girl.
I love it. And I think the bottom line here, not just nice to haves, these are must-haves. These are life-saving advancements within technology and within driver safety, from everyday safety to that advanced space. They work behind the scenes while you are driving so you can focus on the driving. Hyundai Alcazar, built to protect what matters most. And now that you're part of our family, you matter most to us as well.
You really do. Not just clever design, but peace of mind is coming your way every time you hit the road.
Yay,
bye, Karishma. Oh, and she drives so smoothly.
It's so pretty.
Oh, the lights,
and now we get to see the LED.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Oh, man, and we've got, for a heavy hitter that is this big, this is a tiny studio space, and it just deals with it masterfully.
Yes.
That's the visibility. That is the handling.
It's got reverse assist too.
It's so pretty. You almost want to watch it reverse as much as you want to watch it go forward. Absolutely beautiful. We love you, Karishma.
Have a good one.
Hopefully we'll see you again soon. There she goes. Bye-bye, Alcazar.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
All right, so now that we've cleared a space for our whole car in here, maybe we need to clear a space for a meal that's got 3 cheeses in it. No, we haven't been in the kitchen for a while, and I think she's feeling neglected at the moment. So we're going to get back into the kitchen in just a moment to whip up the most scrum-diddly-umptious meal you have eaten all week.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited about that. Then we'll also touch base with what Sunbake is getting up to, all their latest endeavors. It all comes your way straight after this final few minutes together. We're going to make the most of it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for joining us. Of course, Expresso right here on S3. Now, we've been having a ball of a time for showing you all the things when it comes to which car you need to add to your wish list next, and also getting into the kitchen, baking up some goodness in just a little bit. Of course, we're also going to touch base with that 3-cheese gnocchi. But for now, we have to, of course, head into something so good when it comes to Sunbake's Back to School campaign. We'll get into the details of all of that right now.
We are here to give a new classroom to Nsako Secondary School in Shoshanguve, Pretoria. This classroom is worth 400,000 Rand. It's a huge investment from the brand in giving back to the communities, but also to the kids, because education is a really important part of what we believe in at RCL Foods and also for Sunbake. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're happy to help and allow you to space the kids out some more in your school. So thank you.
This moment means great things to the school and the community around, because the school has been blessed and very lucky to have these classrooms. What it means, the learners are going to attend teaching and learning in first world classes. So teaching and learning will be better, and the educators will also be able to move around rather than in the past where the classes were crowded.
For me to have this new class is that we are protected from the sun, from the rain, from the thunderstorms. For the fact that this class is new, it will inspire us to do more and to put more effort to reach other goals.
We are expecting more increase in the results of the school. This classroom has solved a problem of overcrowding, and this classroom will produce future engineers. We are hoping to produce the line managers, production managers, even the chief executive officers who will in future go and serve and uplift the community. So it's gonna be massive. There's such a spirit of jubilation. Our learners, our teachers, our parents, we are ululating, we are celebrating, we are such in an excited moment. We are in good spirit.
Having a new class makes us feel good because we were worried about a lot of learners who were not able to be accommodated here at school. So we are very excited to have a new classroom as we are able to accommodate each and every one. Thank you, Sunbake, for giving us a new class. We promise that we will always make you proud.
This moment means a lot to us as a brand. There's a lot of hard work that goes into preparing for this day. Seeing all of it come to life is really just incredible.
We have received a phenomenal gift from Sunbake. We shall forever remain grateful to you.
This class is going to have a positive impact to students. This class is going to enhance learning as it features a more dynamic and a more stimulating environment, which makes learners to wake up knowing that they have a class, a proper class and a clean class that they are going to be educated into. This creates teaching and learning to be more productive. And this is what we want as Nsako Secondary School.
For me and the school to have this class, it is an honor and we appreciate it because it helped us a lot.
This classroom will impact learning positively because this is the class of the 23rd century.
Thank you so much, Sunbake, for uplifting our school, and you have also uplifted the community as a whole, and you have made such a desirable impact.
Introducing new Sunbake sourdough, the feel-good everyday bread.
Welcome back. Time for an enriching conversation right now. I hope you've got your cup of coffee. Oh, welcome back to our little space here. And I hope you're feeling a little warm and fuzzy because it's going to be that kind of conversation. This morning's conversation calls for something warm and grounding, like our Jacobs 2-in-1 Classic. So I'm going to raise my glass to you, my cup glass to you right now. Absolutely love the flavor profile. The Jacobs 2-in-1 Classic, it's convenient. It's got a beautiful, creamy coffee taste, a beautiful experience in one easy mix. Perfect for those looking for a balanced, smooth cup with just the right amount of richness, ideal for a quick coffee break or a cozy moment at home. And this is kind of our home. And today we are diving inward with registered counsellor Sondre Adams, exploring something we all need to hear. You are enough, just as you are. So I'm going to say it to you. You are enough, just as you are. Thank you so much for saying that. And it's amazing how often we can hear that and still not believe it. Why are these words so powerful, do you think?
It is so important because I think in the world we live in today, you know, we are bombarded with this idea that we need to be more. We need to be more all the time, more achievement, more money, more success. And we forget that just being is enough. You know, the fact that you were born is enough.
You are okay. You are here.
You are here.
So how do we do that when someone is going through the most? It's so difficult to know what to say to help a person, and often it's not the words that help them, it's just the action of being present and be there. But how do we gently do that? How do we approach someone who is going through something?
I think just being present, like you said, is so important, and being non-judgmental. Sometimes you just need to show up with curiosity. Showing interest in someone makes them feel valued, you know, and just showing them that you are enough. Just tell me your story, your identity in, you know, your culture, in what you believe, your voice that you bring into the space. That is what value is, you know, and it's not based on what you can do and what you can bring, just who you are.
I like that. I mean, there are days, and often when you've had everything stripped away, you kind of have to hold that mirror up and say to yourself, I'm not what is in my bank account. I'm not what car I drive. I'm not based upon the list of expectations that were set out. I am here, and I am, and I'm enough. I'm saying that to myself right now quite actively. And believe it or not, in this space where you'd think egos would run supreme and we are all supremely confident in ourselves, has the highest incidence of imposter syndrome, of lack of self-belief, because you get tested every day. How do you run that narrative internally? How do I foster that conversation for myself?
Look, I think it's important to, and I've spoken about this before on the show, that having grace is important for yourself.
I like that.
Because you're not always going to get it right. You know, that imposter is going to come, and you know, you get healthy stress and unhealthy stress, and that imposter sometimes gives you that nudge, but being able to manage it, that internal dialogue is important. What am I feeding myself? What am I looking at on social media? You know, that starts feeding this unrealistic expectation that I need to be perfect, and being perfect is not possible.
Perfectly imperfect is the way we like to roll. And I will add to that, I mean, I heard a director of one of the biggest social media platforms, an ex-director, talking about the algorithms they use for insecurity within young girls. So for instance, social media, where you would go for that dopamine button push, is now bombarding you with insecure content because you've deleted 3 selfies and it knows that you are hyper vulnerable and it starts spamming you. So that's the level of risk we find online in these open spaces. So you've got to go inward. I absolutely love that notion. How do we shift away from the expectations? Because we want to push ourselves, we want to achieve, we want to be more than we are right now. But sometimes the fear then replaces the dream. How do we shift that dynamic?
I think that the fear is what usually motivates people up until a certain point. You know, it gets you to a certain point. But to shift it, it really means to look inward. What do you actually value? What is important to you? Is it family? Is it connection? Is it contributing? And sometimes it's, you know, we think it's about producing, and sometimes it's about showing up. Being connected to someone, belonging, and it's all those what we would call softer skills that actually are the most important.
I'm so glad you said that, because I was thinking sometimes the most difficult thing, the hardest thing, is to be soft, is to not react, is to not go into your, I know in some psychology circles they call it your racket. And it's so easy to be sucked into those because that's the pattern of your life. This speaks to emotion, this speaks to work relationships, this speaks to partnerships within a romantic sense, your children. How do we embrace this across all levels, because this gives us a beautiful platform to start our day in a different way.
I think, again, being mindful and present is all you actually can do, knowing that I can only control what is in this moment. The past me, I cannot change. The future me is not here yet. So let me just be fully present in whatever space it is, a relationship, in the workplace. I can only control the here and now. Not later, not in the past, just being present.
I love that. I'm going to focus on being a little bit better than yesterday's Graham and preparing the world that much more for tomorrow's Graham. But I can only be now. I can only be this Graham. Thank you so much. This became quite a self-indulgent chat. Thank you so much. I love you for that. And hopefully this has reminded you guys at home that, yes, the responsibility rests on you to create that solid core. And it's a lot easier than you think. A little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of maybe gratitude in an exercise like this starts that practically. Another cup, another beautiful conversation that lingers long after that last sip, hopefully for you as well. And this was today's Jacob's Cup of Wisdom. And I feel like there was quite a lot in there. A real reminder that real insight often comes not from doing more, but from just pausing, listening, maybe softening just a little bit. I'm going to cheers you for that. Sandra, you're a star. For Hall.
Creamy coffee in 3, 2, done. Jacob's 3-in-1. Wunderbar.
Introducing new
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, indeed, right here on S3. And Zansi, did you see that beautiful, beautiful video all about the young people who received classrooms? 6 of the schools that did from Sunbake not too long ago. Well, my friend, those are the heartwarming things that we are dealing with this morning. Sunbake is in the building and they are showing you that, yes, they are all about baking the bread, but they are also all about uplifting their communities. And this morning we get to sit down with Hayley and Noma and hear about what exactly it is that this beautiful initiative is still going to be doing in 2025. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. You local heroes. Hello, Haley and Norma. How are you guys?
Good morning,
Hello.
Zanele. Good morning.
Good. Listen, ladies, I'm really just so excited about what it is you guys are doing. And I want us to jump right into it because, Haley, for anyone who doesn't 100% understand what Sunbake is all about,
Yeah.
you know, how would you describe the relationship that you guys have with your communities?
You know, Sunbake's one of the biggest brands in the RCL Foods group, and our purpose as a group is we grow what matters.
Yes.
And what matters to us is our young children, our learners. Education is a big part of everything that we drive in the group.
Yes.
And one of the ways that the Sunbake brand demonstrates this is through building classrooms in and around the communities and the schools. We are bakeries. We've got bakeries around the country.
Yes.
One of the largest employers around in those communities, and building classrooms, is one of our ways to demonstrate this purpose.
I love that. And I feel like you guys are doing such incredible work, guys. Not all heroes wear capes, and we appreciate you for it. But Norma, talk to me just about, you know, of course, the back-to-back, or rather back-to-school campaign was a massive success in 2024. Let's jump into when we now talk about just the reception of those communities receiving those classrooms. What has it been like?
Oh, my goodness. It was extremely heartwarming. It was such an emotional experience. I mean, at every school we were met with song and dance and all this entertainment and the little cutest smiles on the faces of the kids.
Yes.
We went to all the different schools, but one thing was constant, and that was the gratitude.
Sure. Yeah.
From the teachers, from the learners, from the parents, from the principals, from the community at large. And I think it was just an experience that I couldn't change for the world, and I want to do it again.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And here we are again, doing it in 2025, which is incredible.
So exciting, yes.
But Haley, I mean, Norma just mentioned how you guys went to each of the schools. Let's jump on into what is the biggest highlight for you when you are at the schools, when you get to see all of these cute little faces that are receiving this classroom.
I think just the, you know, like Norma talked about gratitude, and, you know, the teachers show that in a different way to the learners. You cannot believe that, you know, you're going into areas, some of these areas, parents are not working, so the schools are relying on government funding.
Yeah.
And so it's a really big sense of appreciation from the teachers because these classrooms allow them to space the kids out more. There's a lot of overcrowding in the schools. Who wants to learn sitting in a classroom with 40 to 50 kids? It's very difficult to teach. So for the teachers, having another classroom built on their premises is really a big help to them because they can use these classrooms for either a teacher's office or principal's office or library. But I think just giving them that extra space brings a lot of gratitude. And the children, when you look at the learners and you see, you know, where they come from and the background they come from, and then they're walking into this new classroom, the pride, the joy, and that for me is something that the Sunbake brand wants to always be part of their journey. You know, when you grow up and you remember Sunbake, you remember a brand that made a change in your life from an early age, and that's what we're really proud about.
Beautiful. And it's exactly what you guys are doing. And I mean, already in 2025, the campaign's officially kicked off.
Yep.
Let's talk about how it's going to be a little bit different to 2024. You know, what's going to make it even more impactful, Norma?
Like Haley said, there's an issue of overcrowding in these schools and in the communities that we serve. So we are giving away another classroom, one classroom to the value of 500,000 Rand. And this issue and many others, among that, we know that our communities face a lack of reliable supply of electricity.
Yes.
So this year we're giving away 4 solar panel installations to the value of 200,000 Rand to ensure that learners have an uninterrupted environment. Yes, 100%, yeah. So that's what we're doing this year.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And very quickly, ladies, Haley, talk to me. How can we get our schools involved?
Yeah, so we obviously encourage the communities to go out and buy Sunbake bread. The competition is on pack. They can have a look at the details. So buy your loaf of bread. You can win instant prizes, and then you get to vote and nominate a school in your community to win the classroom.
Beautiful.
And the school with the highest number of votes will win the classroom, but there is also the other prize of, like Norma said, the solar panels.
Amazing.
So there's something in it for everybody. So go out and support us and be part of this changing the lives of the learners.
And you're not just changing lives of the learners, you're even giving us instant prizes.
Yes.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Haley and Norma, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. And we cannot wait to see just how you continue to grow in this incredible back to school initiative.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Listen, Sunbake is doing the work that matters, and we are so glad we get a front row seat with you, all in the name of saying that, yes, our communities can be bettered. And of course, it all starts with you and going and buying the Sunbake bread. So you can nominate a school, and so that these classrooms can go to those deserving schools and also even those solar panels. It's always so beautiful to be able to see how we can grow as communities and how, in fact, the brands that we trust, like Sunbake, are doing the work that matters. So, my friend, simply buy a loaf of Sunbake bread and enter your code, and you could help your local school win big. And it is 100% all about baking a better future together, because Sunbake said that it is possible. And my beautiful Cape Town family, aren't you just in your feels right now? There's so much happiness all around, huh?
Introducing new Sunbake sourdough, the feel-good everyday bread.
All right, I'm trying to hold myself back, but this is a meal. This is a meal to end all meals. We are serving up a beautiful taste of Italy with Woolies, and they've gone all in. No passport needed as well. So myself and my gorgeous work wife are making magic with the new 3-cheese gnocchi. A rich, no-fuss dish that's big on flavor and comfort, and we are doing it with a burnt butter and sage sauce.
Yes, we are.
Super simple. So you've taken the reins in the kitchen this week, and I'm embracing it.
Really
I love it
gone
for you,
full
man.
force. And I know you like a gnocchi. This is a 3-cheese one. So it's got Parmigiano, Reggiano, it's got mozzarella and ricotta, which is the perfect combination.
I love
So
that
let me
because
open
those
it up
are 3 very different intensities, funkiness.
I love it when you say
mouthfeel.
funkiness, because that's what it is.
It is. I'm sorry, 3 cheeses in a gnocchi, that's funky.
That's
That's how
funky.
you describe it, okay?
So we're going in with some olive oil.
Okay. So we don't actually
Be
burn the
generous.
butter.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's worth noting because butter has got a beautiful nutty flavor profile when you push it, but you don't want to push it too far.
Too far.
It doesn't have the highest smoking point, whereas your olive oil does have a much higher smoking
Because we say
point.
burnt butter, but we don't want burnt butter.
Burnt butter.
Right. We're going to brown our gnocchis.
Yes, we are. And I like this teardrop shape of
Yeah,
these
it's
gnocchis.
cute.
It's very special.
Oh, I should have left it for a minute. I'm
Okay,
gonna
it's
leave it
fine.
for a minute.
I've still not learned proper pan etiquette
Oh
in
my
that
goodness,
sense.
it's tough.
And
And
I'm
I'm
trying to-
impatient too.
We have learned this because you try to make your white sauce all together in one go
One
with
go,
everything.
5 minutes, didn't work.
But so sometimes temperance is something that we need to learn in the kitchen. You
true.
can't rush it. But once again, all we want is that.
That's
the beautiful
exactly.
crisp. Okay, and when we talk about fresh pasta, it makes a difference. And fresh pasta from Woolies, you know it's
Next
kind of
level.
comes straight from Nonna. It kind of feels like you've got a little pocket-sized Nonna sitting in your kitchen just making you this beautiful fresh pasta.
That's true.
And we've kind of done a deep dive with the suppliers of Woolies, and we understand just how far they will go to get the perfect product.
Yep.
But it's the fact that they can do it on scale that
Sure.
blows my mind, because this kind of feels like artisan kind of
Right.
producing.
And
That
you can
should
get it at
only happen in
Woolworths.
tiny little pockets. That looks amazing.
Does it look good so far? It's sticking a little, but I
And
think
I know,
it'll be
look,
okay.
for me, boiled gnocchi is delicious.
Yep.
But I prefer the fried. I like it crispy on
I like
the
a bit of
outside.
texture too.
And if you've got the gorgeous, unctuous, cheesy mixture in the middle,
Why
look at that.
not?
I'm sorry, this is the most excited I've been
Doesn't
for
it
food,
just
I think, all
smell
year.
incredible in here?
Oh,
Okay, don't forget our
man.
sage. So usually you would use sage leaves.
For
this is
sure.
just dried sage.
Ain't
Super
nothing wrong.
fragrant, super punchy, so you don't even need that much. A couple of sprinkles and you're good to go.
Non-irradiated, they go all out again to make sure that even the longer lasting items in your pantry are going to be as healthy as the fresh ingredients.
true.
That's vitally important. But you also want the pop of flavor here, and you can lean
so
into
much
the
flavour.
herbaceousness of it. So we've discussed having a herb garden, and I think sage is definitely going to be going into
It
that.
needs to, Grace, especially because you love this combination.
But you know what I like about this is because you don't have to go crazy. There's
Yeah.
not a million different ingredients. You want the gnocchi to shine. You want the
Yes.
cheeses, obviously, to have the perfect sounding board.
You just need a lemon cheek and you're
You
good.
do. I like the fact that we've now coined that term as well, that it's a cheek of lemon.
This is a
the
cheeky
cheeky
lemon.
cheek of lemon. Wow.
The acidity is going to break through the richness. And then you're good to go.
Fake it till you make it, baby. And I think you've just made it.
Yes.
Wow, that is
Mama,
amazing. I don't want to
made
seem
it.
surprised, but you are so good at what you do. So I think
Come
this is an
along, Wayne.
opportunity for all of us to feel like we are better in the kitchen than we actually are. And I'm speaking about
True.
myself here. But what a great way to explore the Italian flavor palette. Some fresh, some flavors really developed over time. Either way, regardless of how you are feeling, you will find one for your level of laziness. And if you want this recipe, you can, of course, head to woolworths.co.za. Plus, shop all of your Italian-inspired ingredients at Woolworths as well. You can get all the fresh stuff to go with it. You can get your sage leaves.
You can.
And now you're finishing it off with a really funky cheese.
You really have to. A little bit of lemon. And we're good to go.
Oh, you are a superstar. I think this is the meal of the week. It's our beautiful 3-cheese gnocchi with the beautiful burnt butter and sage sauce. Woohoo!
Perfecto.
No knife and fork, I don't care. I'm eating it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, we are back to bring you the good news this morning. I know it's been all good news, but this is the best news. Powerball is sitting at 100 million rand guaranteed in the jackpot today. So please play.
Please just do it. I mean, Gray told you, so this is how you go about doing it. Buy your tickets now in store. Head to the website, nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app you can use, cell phone banking. Simply head to your keypad and dial this *120 *7529 hash, and then you get USSD.
Super, super easy, even easier because we've posted all of that info on the Expresso socials. Check it out. Panda push to play your Powerball for that guaranteed 100 million rand in the jackpot today. I want to say good luck, but not so much good luck because I'm going to play as well.
Right. We also want to be multi-millionaires. Please go ahead and play now as we hit play on Miss Cici.
We're rounding up the show in the best way. We know how it is. The Queen, Cici, she's born along a king, Zuko. Everybody is ngizofakaza.
Jamangala, amatubendi wafumeneyo, wakupila, Jamangala, kaloku ndime ndikushiye njalo, kainto zamzilunga, ikwa ndime ndikhala njalo, akuphela amandla, ingakho ndizofaka.
And say we love you. Goodbye, everybody.
Another feel-good production.